Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, you would say boxing. We are back. Let me make sure my sound is on point before we get into the show. All right, seems like I'm pretty good. Everything looks like it's set up okay. All right, let me see. Let me go ahead and make sure I have this on point. My visuals have to be on point. All right, cool. Let's do this. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's happening? You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Hold on, let me put this on my damn headphones. True Media Today, USA Boxing, man. We back up in this BIH, man. Today we're gonna have a good show. Want to ask a couple of questions, man, about your boy Anthony Joshua, man, my guy. You know what I mean, man, Anthony Joshua, man. He's a good fighter, one of my favorite heavyweights. He's nowhere near the same that he was prior. The guy that I remember. So I don't know what the hell is going on with him. And mentally, it looks like he's shot as a fighter. I mean, mentally shot, not physically, but mentally. You get what I'm saying from what I observed. But maybe I'm doing just an over observance of him. You know what I mean? So I say, let me just do a show on this, see what the people say, what the people think, because I could be 150,000% wrong. You know what I mean? In some sense, I could be 100% wrong. You know what I mean? And I'll just leave it at that. But I want to talk about the heavyweight division. What's going on with it? Who are the top guys? How do you guys see this thing playing out as well? I definitely want to know that. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Hey, you know what I was laughing at? I was laughing at some of the fights this weekend, right? Doggone, that boy Jahi Tucker, man. That boy Jahi Tucker. But that's a stubborn little sapsucker there, boy. Jahi Tucker is a very, very stubborn young fighter. He's a very stubborn young fighter. His dad was trying to give him instructions in the corner, and he just wasn't listening to him. He wasn't listening to him, right? So his dad was like, he said, man, he said, yeah, all right. And then in between the rounds, he didn't want to sit down. And then right before the bell rung, he was standing like, I don't want to say in the middle of the ring, but he was like standing like he wasn't in his corner. He was ready to go. He ready to get back at it. And he's trying to bang with this guy. And this guy was cracking. This guy was cracking him with some hell of a shots. And rocked him a couple of times from what I saw. So, I'm like, man, he can't be, Lord have mercy. But a lot of fans loved it. He had that dog in him. And no, he really didn't have to fight that way. But by him being young and, he got caught up, I guess he got caught up in the moment. You know what I mean? I guess he got caught up in the moment. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm like, man, he wasn't listening. He wasn't listening to his corner. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to Drew. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to Drew. He said AJ been a pro for like 10 years. He say Tank and Benavidez. I guess you're trying to say he's been a pro for 10 years like Tank and Benavidez. But people are hard on AJ and okay with Baby and Tank and David. WWE versus UFC taking over comeback. Yeah. I see WWE and UFC. Yeah. I saw that. They're taking over comeback. I don't know how they're gonna affect boxing. You know what I mean? Because when boxing is not like one big company. It's like boxing is a company and you can buy the company out. You can buy promotional companies. You know what I mean? I guess like that. But boxing as a sport is not an organized sport. So you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Lisa Bell's in the building. Lisa Bell's, what's going on, Lisa? Lisa, what's happening, sis? You know what I mean? Dr. Paul Evans, what's going on? Let's get into the show. See what's up. But I get your point though, Drew. Yeah, people do. They hold Joshua to a different criteria because I think maybe because a lot of people think very, very highly of him in that regard, and the fact that he had so much success as a young age. He had so much success very early on, like when I think someone like a Tyson Fury. If I'm not sure, but I think he might have had like almost 30 fights before he got a shot at the title, something of that sort. Deontay Wilder, I think he had like 30-something fights. He was 30-something fights deep before he even got a shot at the title. So as a matter of fact, let me see, 30-something fight deep. And I think he was in his 30s when he got a shot at the title. Who did he beat? He beat Bermane Stiverne in 2015. I think that was 2015. That was 8 years ago. He held the title for 5 years. So I think Wilder's 39. So I think he was like 31 years old or something of that sort. Hey, what you say, Michael? You said 40? Nah. Wilder had 40 fights? Nah. Wilder didn't have Wilder didn't have no 40 fights before he got a shot at the title. Nah. What do you say? Boots in is 30 plus deep and no belt. Yeah. So what it is some guys got put on the fast track. Joshua was put on the fast track, and he got a shot at Charles Martin. Got a shot at, what the guy named the Samoan, Tyson Fury's best friend, the one who loves him so much. Joseph Parker. Who else he got a shot at? WBO from Joseph Parker, IBF from Charles Martin. WBA. Who he got? I forgot. Who did he get the WBA belt from? I forgot who he got the WBA belt from. Shout out to Drew. He said if AJ did not get tenderonis, he'd have less haters. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't worry about no other men who hate on you. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even worry about that if I was him. But as it relate to just who did he beat for the WBA? Who did he beat for the WBA? I forgot who he beat for the WBA. Klitschko, Klitschko didn't have a belt. Was the WBA belt vacant? Klitschko didn't have a belt. So, yeah, Klitschko didn't have a belt. But anyways, he got the WBA from Vlad, but Vlad wasn't the WBA champion. Oh, was that belt vacant? Was that belt must have been vacant? Did they fight for the vacant WBA belt? It was vacant. Because Klitschko lost his belts to Fury. Then Fury retired. He got popped. I think he got popped dirty with Nandrolone and had coke in his system, all kind of stuff. So he just abruptly just retired. The belts went scattered. Okay, so the WBA was vacant. Okay, cool. All right, let's get into the show. Anthony Joshua's biggest fight yet. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I came up with this title. What is Anthony Joshua's biggest fight yet? You know what I mean? Is he ready for Fury and Wilder? A lot of people that I've spoken to said Anthony Joshua was nowhere near ready to fight any top heavyweight. Whoever a top heavyweight may be. I'll be honest with you, there's not too many top heavyweights in the heavyweight division. There's nobody that really stands out outside of a couple of fighters. You get what I'm saying? You have a prospect in Jared Anderson, but he's still a prospect. We have Tyson Fury. Of course, he stands out. He's the current WBC champion. And then we have Alexander Usyk. Of course, he stands out. He's the unified heavyweight champion. You get what I'm saying? So outside of those guys, Joe Joyce is a big guy, but he's a prospect. Joe Joyce ain't really did anything. Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois ain't did nothing. He beat Trevor Bryan. So that ain't nothing. And Trevor Bryan ain't nobody. And let's see. Dillian White, he's Dillian White. Derek Chisora, he got about 35, 40 losses. In America, we got Wilder and we got Wilder. Let's see. Damn. Wilder lost twice to Tyson Fury. I don't know. He didn't really look all at his last fight, but there was really nothing to gauge it by because he knocked the guy out I think he knocked out, well, that was his sparring partner, if I'm not mistaken. He knocked out, what the dude named Wilder knocked out? Robert Helenius, he knocked him out in, 5 seconds? The fight lasted for 5 seconds. He caught him on the chin and bam. Andy Ruiz is too busy eating tacos. He's too busy eating tacos. Like, the people don't even look at Andy Ruiz as a boxer no more. He looked more like a damn sumo wrestler. Frank Sanchez, you got Frank Sanchez, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, now, is Anthony Joshua finished as a top heavyweight? A lot of boxing fans have pretty much come to the conclusion that Anthony Joshua is psychologically finished. I'm guessing everybody's a psychologist now, huh? Everybody's a psychologist, but I have been guilty of saying that myself, to be fair. What do I mean by that, coach? I mean, in the Jermaine Franklin fight, Joshua seemed very timid and gun-shy. At times, I thought that I was watching a Devin Haney fight when he fought George Kambosos the first fight. Or a Caleb Plant fight when he fought David Benavidez. There was a lot of hugging, a lot of holding on. You know what I mean? And maybe that was the strategy that Derrick James employed, right? I saw a fighter who was overly cautious, slow at times, timid, and robotic. I've often said this time and time again. There isn't a trainer on the planet Earth, in my opinion, that can help Anthony Joshua. If his mind isn't right, then all of the training in the world can't help him. Doesn't matter who his training, it doesn't matter which training he gets, it doesn't matter, right? He can have Angelo Dundee, Georgie Ben, Eddie Futch, Lou Duval. He can get all of the great Tommy Brooks. He can get all of the trainers in the world, Customato, and make them into one super trainer. It doesn't matter, right? Why do I say that? If his mind isn't right, if it's not up here, to me, with Joshua's mental. If his mind isn't right, then all of the training in the world can't help him. He did good, in my opinion, against Usyk in the second fight. He did real good against Usyk in the second fight. Hurt him with a body blow, and the referee stopped the fight for whatever the reason may be. I don't know. He hurt that dude though, right? He did real good in that second fight. Even he lost, but he did better than he did in the first fight. And although Joshua did look good against Franklin, he won. I think he won like 10 rounds or something of that sort, or maybe 11 rounds. There still seemed to be something missing. Joshua seems to have lost his killer instinct. That dog, you know what I mean? That attitude, that fire. Joshua's one of the richest fighters on the planet. He gets all of the tenderonis. That's fine. But none of that means nothing when you're inside of the ring trading punches for a living, right? He is the former two-time unified heavyweight world champion. That's true, former. But those days are over. When it comes to boxing, money, fame, and as I said before, tenderonis can't help you inside of that ring. From Rob McCracken to Robert Garcia, and now Derrick James. 3 different trainers in his last 3 fights. Anthony Joshua seems like a really nice guy. He's very friendly. You know what I mean? But in the hurt business, you have to have that killer instinct. Like, much as I don't like this guy, but I got to give him his props. He has that dog in him inside of that ring. Like Tyson Fury, like Tank Davis, like Terrence Crawford, like Regis Prograis, like Saul Canelo Alvarez, like a New Way the Monster, and Beterbiev and a couple of other fighters who have that killer instinct. Like when you hit them in the mouth, they get that bite down and they're trying to get you out of there. They're not gun shy, right? I like Anthony Joshua as a fighter. He's a pretty good guy in my opinion, but in my humble opinion as well, he's mentally shot right now as a fighter. Do you guys think that Joshua is ready for any of the top heavyweights like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? Do you guys think that, hey, man, coach, your observation of Anthony Joshua is wrong? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Or if so, who would you guys like to see him fight next? Let me get the super chat out of the way. And you guys know Joshua was my favorite heavyweight. You know what I mean? I really, really like Joshua. You know what I mean? He's a really nice guy. He's one of my favorite fighters. But I'm not going to let him being one of my favorite fighters and cloud what I saw and cloud my vision. And one thing about me, guys, I can really, really like a fighter, but I'm gonna be honest in my analysis. I don't, you know what I mean? Because, I'm not like a lot of these guys on YouTube. I'm not going to cap for a certain fighter over another fighter. And when it comes to the boxing ring, I'm going to give you my honest analysis and what I see with my own eyes. That's it. You know what I mean? And if you agree with it, fine. If you don't agree with it, fine. It is what it is, but it's subjective to me. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime over, boy.
He said AJ versus Six Figure Johnny brought to us by Nick Sack Promotions, DAZN. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It is what it is, man. Let me drop the phone lines, get into the show.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, shout out to Food Revolution. What to say, sis? You said, yeah, I still support AJ because he seems like a good guy. Hard worker. He said, but the wolf has reverted to a pup. Yeah, he is so afraid of that temple shot. I wonder if there is a medical reason for it, a medical reason for it. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what it is. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to my dog, Retro Boxing and Documentary. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to my dog. Now, you know how we do it, man. Before we get into the show, you know that we have to thank our Lord and Savior, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Once again, it's on. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building, man. Food Revolution in the building. And you ought to know what time it is, man. To the ops, to those who have so much to say about the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams. For those who have so much to say, you know what I mean? I heard they doing shows about the old boy. I appreciate that. I heard they having conversations, you know, offline on phones, having 3-way conversations about the old boy. I appreciate that. Just keep doing what you do because, again, I use you fools, you sap suckers, you jive turkeys and ham bones, these suckers who like to make lies about the old boy. You know, I use you fools in order to help me grow. So I really appreciate you. You some hoe-ass niggas, I still don't like you. And remember that. It's beef for life. It's beef for life. Any nigga I'm beefing with online, nigga, we ain't squashing shit. It's beef for life. I don't give a damn about you. Your mama should have took you to the abortion clinic when she found out you were pregnant with you. That's how I feel about you. And guess what? Riley, talk to him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Let's see. I want to get the lights up. Let's see how many lights we have. Yeah, we got it now. We got over 200 people in here, less than 100 lights. Let's get the lights up. As a matter of fact, before I drop the phone lines, I want to ask a couple of questions in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that my observation is wrong as it relates to what I saw this past weekend with the Joshua Franklin fight? Do you guys feel that, hey, he's ready to fight Tyson Fury right now? He's ready to fight Deontay Wilder right now? Who do you guys think? Who do you guys think? Let me know. Shout out to G-Side. He say secret meetings, dark moons. And we got a fool over here. He said, you ain't slapping shit. And he got one of the ops over here. And you know, hey, let's click this guy account. I'm pretty sure this is a new account. Yeah, this is a new face over here. I'm pretty sure this is a new account. I'm pretty sure. I know my ops very well. I know them very well. It's probably one of my regulars just created a new account. And now he's been around a couple of years, but he's still an op, more than likely. He's still an op. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to, what do you say, Wilder ears? You say Joshua bust Wilder's ear and makes him cry again. Okay. All right. Shout out to Casino Light Prayers. What's going on? What do you say, fam? You say I'm right? That was my observation. I want to get what the people say in the chat. What do you say, Old Dirty Boxing? You say it sounds like Leonard Ellaby. My dog Booger Ray. Sound like my dog Booger Ray, huh? The Booger Ray. That's my dog Booger Ray, man. Shout out to Edward Plex. What do you say, fam? You say you can't tell Joshua. You say you can't tell. Joshua holds back. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what's up. Shout out to Green Eyes P. She said Rockman. You want to see him fight Rockman? Somebody outside. Oh, that's the I got the guy cut my grass. Okay, yeah, they outside doing their thing. Yeah, I think they outside doing their thing. If y'all hear that, know that's my lawn guy. Yeah, man, but you get what I'm saying? So what do you guys think? You think he need a couple of more fights under Derrick James? Or do you think he can jump right in there with with Tyson Fury and put the big Dawson on his back? Or do y'all think, man, keep him far away? Well, he is a three-time unified, well, he is a two-time unified heavyweight champion, so you know what I mean? If that counts for anything. Shout out to Ben. He said Joshua like the kid that realized rattlesnakes bite. Okay. Hey, what you say, Arturo? You say Parker? You want to see him fight Joseph Parker? Okay, Joseph Parker. All right. AJ versus Luis Ortiz. Yeah. I mean, Luis Ortiz is a southpaw. He's 75 years old, but he's a tricky southpaw. That might be it. You know what I mean? That might be it. As a matter of fact, let me tell this guy to cut the outside of the grass. Hold on, guys. Hold on. He need to cut the other side of the fence. I don't want to get up. Let me call. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me put y'all on mute right quick. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Got a long guy here, man. You know, we had to get. You know, I've been having issues with this dude, man. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I got a white company. I got a white company that's that we use. But what I'm gonna have to do, man, we're gonna fire him, man, and have to get the Mexicans, man. I'm gonna have to fire him, get the Mexicans, because the Mexicans they don't be playing. These dudes over here, man. He ain't been over here in 3 weeks, dog. He ain't been over here in 3 weeks, man. You know, it is what it is. Shout out to your boy Mumbo. You say his next loss, he will retire. Yeah, you know what? And your boy Mumbo, when I was looking at the post fight interview, and bro, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Hey, shut up. Let me drop the phone line. Let me drop the phone lines. Phone lines over, man. 530-494-9636. Anybody want to call into the show? I can't put my finger on it, dog. It's just like he just seemed like just a big, just really nice, friendly guy. And I saw it in the when he fought Usyk in the first fight. I was so mad because I saw him and Usyk taking selfies together, and I'm like, you and this dude finna go to war. I couldn't imagine Marvin Hagler taking selfies with Herms, or Marvin Hagler taking selfies with Sugar Ray or John the Beast Mugabe or whatever. Or you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying me, like the fighter, like or James like Saitoni. You can forget that James like Saitoni ain't taking the doggone on. He ain't taking a selfie with nobody. Like I'm like, you're fixing to fight this dude. You guys don't pick gloves what y'all gonna wear to punch each other, and y'all hugging and taking selfies. Like I saw it then. I saw it. Hey, Blood, shout out to Blood. He said I would like to see him take another few fights under James. Yeah, he definitely needs another few fights. Yeah, he's not. That's what I say. I say he needs another new fight. But you get what I'm saying though. Hey, Bruce, shout out to Bruce Gas. Bruce Gas. He said Hagler wouldn't even talk to his sparring partners. Yeah, bro. Like I just again. This is Joshua's a nice guy. I really like him. He's a really really nice guy. Just a big friendly jovial guy. You get what I'm saying? But I said something to somebody about it, and they looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, no, dog. I've been watching this thing too long, dog. I don't see. I'm just saying for me. I'm just saying for me. I didn't see that. Not a guy you fixing to go to war with. Once we fixing to get ready to go to war, all bets are off. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the guy right there. He said, I think, and shout out to Swift 718. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I think AJ needs to retire. He said, I love AJ. What he does, he said, what he's done and tried to do for the sport, he was a great ambassador. He said, but his head is just not in the game anymore. He looks OD uncomfortable. You know what? He did a lot of interviews. He sat there and interviewed a lot of people that night. He interviewed everybody. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know if the nice guy approach is good for boxing. I'm just saying for me, I just don't think that the nice guy approach is especially at this stage in the game. You know what I mean? But hey, what do I know? He said Joshua's a nice guy. I don't think he's ready for Fury. He needs more fights. Okay, yeah. Okay, he needs more fights. Okay. Shout out to my main man Rick Timms. What's going on, fam? Hey, what to say, Edward? You said you can learn from other trainers. Puzzle. I mean, yeah. You can definitely learn from other trainers. But 10 years into your career, You don't, and now you're on your third training. This is your third fight. You don't have 2 fights with Usyk, 2 different trainers, and then now you're with Derrick James, and I like Derrick James as a trainer. I think Derrick James is a phenomenal trainer myself. I like Robert Garcia. I think Robert Garcia is a good trainer. But my position is this: I don't think it's anything physical. Like, I think when it comes to training in the gym, you know, Joshua's a gym rat. He can learn, he can process information. You know, he's probably good in sparring, all that stuff there. It's when when the lights are on. I'm saying as of late, and I don't know why. Like, I wouldn't like. There's nothing to hold your head down about losing to Alexander Usyk. Like, a lot of people didn't know who Alexander Usyk was. Now people starting to see who he is. I'm talking about the casual, because most of these guys online are casual. They don't even know. They don't know no fighters outside of. They don't know no fighters outside of their city, let alone they goddamn state. But you get what I'm saying, though. So I don't think it's anything physical with him. I think up here, I saw something when he fought Franklin, and I'm not gonna lie, he won every round. I'm not being hard on him, down on him. He won every round, maybe 11 rounds. But it's something I saw. Something that I didn't see. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, man? Casino Life Press.
Man, Casino Life Press. Talk to me, brother. Talk to me, fam.
Man, what's going on, man? Man, AJ, I feel I see a lot of people saying he need more fights. He need more fights before he ready for Wilder and Fury. Mm-hmm. But I feel like people who saying that, they really just saying that because you really just want to see, you kind of want to see AJ win the most. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think people want to see AJ get ended, but my opinion on it is, and I'm a fan of AJ too, but my opinion on it is, it don't matter how many more fights he do. Wilder still gonna knock him out, and Fury still gonna knock him out. Like I don't think he can get no more ready than he is. He been in the game. He a multi-time champion.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see what else he could do. I mean, he could improve. I don't know. He can't improve that much more. Like Derrick James, he's human, man. Like, he can't just make him turn into Errol Spence. I think everybody expecting him to be Errol Spence all of a sudden. And, like, that's just not what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's they two different people. Yeah. And he not a Charlo either. He AJ, and he a nice guy. And like, he can't do nothing to beat Fury and Wilder. Like, it's sad to say. I don't think he got a chance to. It's over with.
All right. Hey, shout out to Casino Live Prayer, my brother from ATL. Hey, thank you, fam, for calling, man. I appreciate that. Hey, you know, and the thing is this. This is another thing. I don't want to talk about Anthony Joshua like he's some kind of baby. Like, Anthony Joshua's been in the game for 10 years. Like Drew said, he's been in the game for 10 years. He's been in the game just as long as St. Davis. He's been in the game just as long as David Benavidez. I think that's what Drew said. So I don't want to talk about him like he's a baby. Oh, he's starting all over now. He's just learning. He hasn't learned the sport, and now he's just learning. Well, I tell you what, while he was on the job training, he became two-time unified heavyweight champion. While he was on the job training. When he was on the job training, he said he wanted to become undisputed. Now, of course, that didn't happen because they couldn't work a deal out with Tyson Fury. But Alexander Usyk can't work a deal out with Tyson Fury neither. So I don't blame him for Fury, and I don't blame Usyk for Fury. But he's not a kid. He's not a baby. This dude is 6'6", 250-something, 60 pounds. Former two-time unified heavyweight champion. So I can't sit back and, he's just okay. He's been boxing for 10 years. I'm not saying that's what Drew is saying, but you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to coddle this nigga. I'm not going to coddle him. Yeah, he's one of my favorite fighters, but I'm not going to coddle this. I'm not going to coddle him. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, whatever he going through, man, snap out that shit. What's happening, bro? What's happening, baby? You got plenty of money. You got all the women, but guess what? The women can't get in the ring and fight for you. Your commercial endorsements is all the money you got, and guess all the magazine covers. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. But when it comes to stepping aside, getting in that ring, guess what? None of that can help you. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, if it was me, that's that, and I'm not saying nobody else did it, but it is what it is. I'm pretty sure a lot of other guys, trainers and stuff, old school trainers, probably like my, probably like what I'm saying, do the same thing.
I am ranked number one. One! That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so, it is what it is, it is what it is. So, I don't believe in coddling no goddamn body. You know what I mean? He do, you know, this the fight game. This the fight game. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me see what's up. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, again, like he done learned a lot in boxing. He say Joshua still got his nappies on still. nah. Shout out to Jamie. He said all facts, coach. Yeah, man. Yeah, Ben said he said man should give up and sell links and Lucasati's. I don't know what the hell that is. Shout out to Jim. Shout out to Jim 82. Hey, okay. Dropping that $7.99. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
You get what I'm saying? So shout out to you, fam, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Hey, what did you say? You said Derrick James as begging him to stop holding. Oh, you say Derrick James as begging him or was begging him? I guess you meant to say was. Yeah, like Johnson was holding on so much, like, yeah, I got my brother. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Coach, man? It's your boy Blood. How you doing there, buddy?
Hey, man, Blood Boxing, man. Yeah, man, this the perfect guy. You called in at the right goddamn time. Talk to me, man. I know you got something to say.
Man, I do have something to say. You know, I would like to see Anthony Joshua take a few more fights under Derrick James. And, yeah, he has been in the game for quite some time now. But remember, Coach, he doesn't have a belt anymore, right?
Right.
And like you always say, when they got a belt, they should be taking all the smoke. But Anthony Joshua don't have a belt. He's had 3 different trainers in the last 3 fights.
Yeah.
He needs to gel with his trainer, Derrick James, a little bit, in my opinion, man. Take a few more fights. I think he needs to take, like, on a Jonathan Rice type of guy. Your boy, Jonathan Six Figures Rice.
Six-figure Johnny. Six-figure Johnny, yeah, man. Yeah, I got to get Six-figure Johnny, yeah.
yeah, because this would get him ready for, would get him used to Derrick James' style of coaching. Derrick James is a different trainer. So there's nothing to rush, man. He don't have no belt right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people would like to see, they say that they want him to take a big fight because he needs to satisfy the UK market. I'm just going off of what a lot of people come to my page and say. Well, he's got to satisfy the UK market. He can't take these fights. Maybe he should stay over here in America and fight a little bit over here. Yeah. Get out of the UK market. Stop trying to satisfy the UK market so much if that's the case, if they're going to be that harder, right? So I think a few fights over here, Coach. I think with some lesser competition or whatever you want to call it, just don't go right into a fight with Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder or somebody like that. Now, if he does, I'll support it, but, I think he should get a few more fights with Derrick James. And, Coach, man, you're doing one hell of a job over there. My fellow Florida homie, bro. Hey, keep it moving, Coach, man. One love to you, brother.
Hey, man, shout out to my brother, man, Blood Box. Salute to you, fam. Thank you, brother. Hey, y'all go check out my brother, Retro Boxing and Documentaries. He got the Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali documentary as well. As a matter of fact, I was just looking at it the other day. Popped up on my timeline. Just looking at it the other day. I think that was Saturday. Actually, shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I want to say, fam, you say at this point, does he have the hunger to grind anymore? He's a superstar in the UK. Unfortunately, he lost to the better man and had a fluke loss. Yeah, I'm not even tripping about losing to Usyk. There's no shame in losing to Alexander Usyk. Like anybody who put their head down over losing to Alexander Usyk, like literally, I don't know what to tell you. Now, Andy Ruiz, yes, Andy Ruiz, I can see that. But as a fighter, you gotta better get past that. And remember when Wilder got knocked out by Tyson Fury twice. That's what everybody was wondering. How is he going to respond back? How is he going to respond in his comeback fight? Coming off of what Rick Glazer would say, two face plants to Tyson Fury. And Wilder, I really don't know how well is Wilder back yet mentally himself. I don't know that yet. I can't judge it off the Robert Helenius fight because Robert Helenius, that was his homeboy. Let's be honest, that was his homeboy. And then Robert Helenius, like Wilder threw one punch. And the first punch he landed, he knocked him out. And Wilder knocked the dude out while backing up, trying to get out of the way of Robert Helenius' punch. And he just, he barely even swung it, hit him, and the dude was knocked out in the coma. So I really don't know if he's back psychologically yet. But it is good that he did get that knockout. So maybe he just need a, I don't know. Yeah, a couple of more fights though. A couple of more. I agree with that. Shout out to Drew. He said, what do you want to see from AJ? More activity? No, just for me, like me, I just want to see him just fight, just keep fighting until he gets whatever he needs worked out in his head. He's already been two-time unified heavyweight champion. Me personally, I don't expect anything out of him. I don't expect him to fight Tyson Fury. I don't expect him to fight any of the top guys. So I don't have any high expectations of Anthony Joshua. I'm not going to be the one putting that pressure on him. In my opinion, he's already done those things already. Right now, he's in a different space. The fighter that I got introduced to in Anthony Joshua, and the fighter that I really, really liked, that fighter is gone. So I don't really need to see any more. I just want to see him fight and just get some more victories under his belt. That's all. Get his confidence back. I damn Blood hung the phone up. I wanted to ask Blood what he thought about what he saw. I don't expect a lot from him, to be honest with you. Just fight, just get some more couple of like Johnny Rice, or because he's been fighting at a high level for so long, but yeah, just get a couple of more fights on his belt under Derrick James, and then whenever they feel he's ready to take the next step up, then take the next step up. But I don't expect a lot, to be honest with you. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland, talk to me.
Yeah, I think if you compare the second Andy Ruiz fight, the second Usyk fight, and this last fight with Franklin, I think this fight was by far his worst performance. I mean,
but he won almost every round though. Like, how was it his worst performance?
Yeah, but he won against a tomato can that was there to be knocked out. Let's face facts. It's not like he was fighting a title contender, a title challenger. Nothing. He just fought a guy that was there to pick up a paycheck. Is all it was. The guy was tailor made for him. Basically, a slower version of Andy Ruiz with more reach, and he couldn't do nothing with him. He couldn't even make himself look good. Yeah, you got an occasional flurry out of him, but the only difference between this performance and every performance I've seen out of him was way more clinching. He was getting away with a lot of dirty shit that a lot of judges, a lot of refs wouldn't tolerate, and he still couldn't put the guy out. Compare this performance to the second Usyk fight. He was going to the body. He actually hurt Usyk way more than he hurt this guy.
Yeah.
And this guy ain't nowhere near Usyk's level, so I don't know what the deal is. I think he messed up by just wiping the slate clean and then just deciding to adapt to whatever Derrick James is trying to get him to do. I think, you are who you are as a fighter. You just need to tinker with it and just improve, because to me, he showed tremendous improvement in the second Usyk fight.
Yeah, he did.
And it's like he lost it all.
Yeah, he did. He showed really good improvement. Like bro, up until the championship rounds. Up until the championship rounds, you can make an argument and say, "Hey, that fight was pretty even up until that point." You know what I mean? Or if you had Usyk winning, you probably had him winning by like one round. But you can make an argument. Nah, this dude here was right there neck and neck up, especially I think it was the 9th round when he went to hurt Usyk to the body, and Usyk folded over. Yep. I've never seen Usyk fold over like that. Usyk folded over and was like trying to get away from him, and the referee, in my opinion, saved him, because the referee was like, thought it was a low blow. He thought it was a low blow, and he stopped the fight. He stopped the fight, thought it was a low blow. But when I saw the replay, it wasn't a low blow. It was right there on the belt. So I was like, man, but then what happened, Usyk did what he normally does. Championship rounds, he picked up the pace. So now what he do, he picked up the pace.
Agree, Coach. 100% agree.
All right. Hey, but shout out to Mark from Oakland, man. Salute, fam. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Let me get the super chats out the way. All right, caller, hold on. Shout out to Tay Hill. Hey, okay. Dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did say, Tay? What did say, fam? You say, Coach, I think he should fight Gerald Big Baby Miller next. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight there. You're right. Gerald Big Baby Miller, he the one got popped with all them steroids in the system, right? Yeah, and they supposed to fight in New York. He say fight has a backstory, and he still disrespected AJ, calling him G-String Joshua. Maybe that fight will push AJ to have that killer instinct. And you know what, Tay? That's a great idea. That is a great idea, man. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Drew.
Drew, what's going on, fam?
Yeah.
What's going on,
baby?
What's happening?
I think a lot of people just, people are annoying. They don't step foot in the boxing ring. They don't really be behind the scenes. So, in regards to the last caller talking about Robert Garcia, Angel Fernandez was really running the show the last camp. Robert Garcia was brought in as an assistant because Angel Fernandez, the dude before, is a fanboy of Robert. And he did do better in the Usyk fight, but I like this fit with Derek. And there's more. I gave Anthony a 6.5 yesterday for his fight this weekend. There was some stuff that he didn't do. Like he ignored the body attack after the second round when it was working. He could have got him out of there early to the body. But having said that, there's more good from that fight to take away than bad. One thing, Coach, his stamina held up the whole fight, Coach. Did you see him breathing out of his mouth at all? 12 rounds?
No, his stamina did hold up. Yeah.
He was patient with his stamina.
Yeah.
He took some good flush shots from Franklin. His chin held up. He took a couple good shots, and he got the W. It's like he's under a new trainer. I'm not going. The man's coming off 2 losses. He showed more in that fight than Wilder showed versus Helenius.
Yeah, it's like the Wilder Helenius fight. I can't even like. How do you
can't even give an assessment?
I can't give an assessment of it because Wilder threw the first punch he threw, he knocked the guy out.
And my thing is, because we've been watching boxing a long time. You a lot longer than me, Coach.
Yeah.
When guys like at Anthony's level are coming off losses like that, they don't throw you back in there with a killer at all. Like I don't get what people don't understand about that. And like my point is this: AJ, David Benavidez, Gervonta Davis, they all turned pro in 2013, 10 years. Look at what AJ's done, and look at David Benavidez versus Plant. In those first 4 rounds versus Caleb Plant, David Benavidez looked confused as hell, didn't know what to do. AJ this last weekend did not look like that at all. He controlled 11 rounds of that fight.
Yeah.
What he needs to do though is like Derek James said, I don't care how we get the win. We're gonna get the win and build on that. They're gonna build on that, and then we can really give an assessment of where AJ is, Coach, 2 fights from now. If he's still tentative like that in his third fight with Derek, then he's done at the world level. But get a man a shot, get a man a chance. He's coming off 2 losses to the best fucking dude in the division, pound for pound #1. I don't get what people don't understand about that. They act like Usyk is some guy.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, people who say Usyk is just some guy, they really don't know. I don't think. Just my assessment. I don't think that people. I'm not talking about Tyson Fury fans. Tyson Fury fans hate Joshua, so I'm not talking about them. They don't count. But I'm just saying, just people who don't really have a dog in the race. I think what it is people are going by. It's not the fact that the level of competition he fought. People wasn't expecting him to really fight no kill off the back. It was the fact that he looked very gun shy. He looked very timid. He looked like he was afraid to get hit. And there was a couple of times him and Franklin got into some exchanges, and then it was like after that, he didn't want to get in no more exchanges with him anymore. And I think that's what people are looking at as it relate to Joshua. Not necessarily that he didn't get in the ring with no killer. I wasn't expecting him to do that. But again,
he got in there, Coach. Yeah. He got in there with a guy that's never been knocked out.
Yeah,
he's never been knocked out. And the exchange, he got hit, but I think where I will agree with you, he's breaking in the trend. So it's like he looked like he was at a dance class for the first time, counting steps, counting like where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So you could see he was thinking too much in there.
Yeah.
And I think what Anthony's problem is, Coach, he thinks too much in the ring, which makes him look gun shy.
Yeah.
When he just lets it go and let whatever the fuck happens, that's where you see that killer. But he thinks a lot. He thinks too much in the ring. I will admit that. He looks like he's trying to figure out his next play, like he's playing chess in there too much.
Yeah, it's not like he's an amateur. It's not like he just started boxing. This dude is a 10-year vet, 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. So there's a
Olympic gold medalist.
Olympic gold medalist. So that should even that go to support what I'm saying even more. There's no way a guy that's an Olympic gold medalist, who's a 2-time heavyweight champion, unified champion of the world, should be at this stage in his life in boxing to where, okay, we got to go back and start over from the beginning and try to build you back up. Like, no, he shouldn't be at that point. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think it has anything to do with who his trainers are. I think there's something going on in this young man's head. I don't know what it is, but I can see it in his eyes, Drew. When he was in the ring, I saw it in his eyes. And when I looked at fighters, forget the old school fight, I look at certain fighters now. I look at Terrence Crawford. When he got dropped by Mean Machine, Mean Machine dropped him. It wasn't counted as a knockdown, but he got dropped by Mean Machine. What did he do right after that? He said, man, I'm finna kill this dude. He got up and literally killed that dude and stopped him. Like, now
let me ask you this, Coach.
Go ahead.
I get you a Crawford, but for Anthony's case, isn't there a case where sometimes who's in the corner matters to help balance that psychological nonsense fighters got in their head?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer in this. A fighter has to be willing to go through hell in order to get to heaven. And I don't care which trainer you have, right? You can have, the Customato, Angelo Dundee, Georgie Benton. You can have any of those guys, but you have to have a fighter that's a willing participant to carry that out. Like you can't teach somebody how to have heart. And I'm not saying Anthony Joshua doesn't have heart. I'm not saying that, but you can't teach somebody how to have a killer instinct. It's just something that they instinctively, automatically know how to do without you having to tell them. And now I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Jahi Tucker. Jahi Tucker just had a fight this past weekend. Now the dude who he fought was putting paws on him. That guy who Jahi Tucker was fighting was putting paws on him. Jahi Tucker was in the corner. His dad was trying to talk to him. Jahi looking over at the other dude in the other corner. He said, yeah, all right. He said, you listen to me? He said, yeah, I hear. He said, listen, man, you got to do A, B, C, and D. He said, you ain't listening to me. He said, no, I hear what you're saying. And Jahi Tucker was ready to run right back in the middle of the ring. And he was fighting this dude. He was like, man, forget all that. My nigga, we sitting in the pocket. You a bigger guy than me. I'm finna take the crown than you. And even though Jahi Tucker didn't really hurt the guy, but it was his mentality, his mindset. That's what Joshua was missing. He doesn't have that.
So now, Coach.
Yeah.
Coach, I'm agreeing with you in a sense that I do think it's psychological, because if you go to the Klitschko fight, you go to the Andy fight, and you go to these last two Usyk fights, there's moments where he shows that heart and that dog to go toe-to-toe.
Right.
It's just, I don't know why he can't sustain it. Does that make sense? Because, like, you go to the last two Usyk fights, round 9 of both fights, Anthony's putting it on him. Like, damn, I almost got... Like, it's there and then it disappears. That has to be psychological.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I don't think a trainer can help that. I don't think a trainer can help that.
Because there's moments he shows it to you, and then there's like, damn, why can't you show that to us more than just for a round or two?
Mm-hmm. All right, Drew, we got other calls calling in. Hey, thank you so much.
That's my call, brother.
Drew from LA, salute, fam. Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, you guys know I like Joshua. I rock with Joshua, but at the same time, I can't sit here and lie, bro. I know what I saw, but he need a couple of more fights. He need a couple of more fights. Stay away from Usyk and stay away from Fury. Stay the hell away from Fury right now. Please stay away from him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Philip from Baltimore.
Philip from Baltimore, talk to me.
Hey, how you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing good, bro.
Look. So my question is to you: what do you think would happen if Joshua does continue to fight lesser or supposed lesser problematic fighters, and he loses to one of them? Don't you think he should probably take the biggest payday that he can right now because of his lack of mental focus?
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. That's a good angle. That's a good angle to look at it at. Like, just go ahead and basically cash out. Fight Tyson Fury now. I even heard Eddie Hearn saying something about they'll take 30%. I don't know how true that is, but I got to go back and listen to that interview. But it sounded like he said, 70-30 or something of that sort. A reporter was asking him. But yeah, if he looking to cash out, just fight Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder, Fury. Joshua can beat Wilder in my opinion, but at the same time, Wilder only needs to land one shot. If he get hit with that right hand one good time, what's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And I see what you're saying.
If he fights if he fights Jermaine Franklin caliber fighters, what if he doesn't show any improvement against those fighters? Then that tells me that it's time for him to, you know what, let me go ahead and make this fight with Fury right off into the sunset. You know what I mean?
Or even worse, if he imagine had he lost to Franklin. Like, I mean, what does that's a hell of a blemish to be on your record.
Yeah, I mean, I can't go back and say, well, imagine this and imagine that. I get what you're saying, but you know, the fact of the matter is he didn't lose. He won like 11 of the 12 rounds, so he didn't lose. Let's just see how he progresses from here. His team, I'm pretty sure him and his team will make the best decision for him. You know, if he want to go right in to try to fight Tyson Fury, go fight Tyson Fury. Me personally, I won't bet no money on him. You know what I mean? I won't bet that on him. But you know, if he want to go fight Tyson Fury, go fight Tyson Fury. Maybe he can make a big money fight with Wilder. Fight Wilder and bring Wilder to the UK. Fight Wilder in the UK or whatever, because it ain't gonna be. It'll be bigger over there than over here. So I don't know, man. Or maybe he should, you know, fight. You know, work. You know, fight Jermaine Franklin caliber talent and work with Derrick James in order to perfect it. It is what he's trying to get. But you know, it is what it is. Hey,
yep. But thanks for taking my call, though. That's all I had for you.
Hey, shout out to Philip from B-More. Salute, fam. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Either way it go, I think it's some psychological.
Get out while you can. Don't get it sucked on no statue. Give him guts.
hey, getting out while you can. Don't get it sucking no statue. Give him guts. That's my dog there, boy. Hey, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm in South Carolina.
What's your name?
Matthew Brent.
Matthew from South Carolina. Talk to me.
Yeah, man, I think people just being too hard on Joshua, man. I mean, it's just like you said in the last stream, right? Like the dude won every round.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what else can you see what I mean? I mean, but that's just from my perspective, right? From like a boxing trainer. I mean, you know, he did his job, right?
Yeah, he did his job. He won. No, he won 11 rounds. He definitely did that. I mean, he did that. I don't think.
Won 3.
Huh?
Yeah, and I was saying, you know, he won so clean, man. I was like, shit, why put yourself, you know what I mean, in harm's way? You know what I mean? You don't have to, right? I mean, shit. And gas yourself out, right? Because I think he kind of learned, in my opinion, like from the Reed fight, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was all I had to say.
All right. Yeah. No, before I let you go, I was going to say, you know, he did win every round. I mean, what was your observation of him? Did he seem gunshot to you, or how did he seem timid to you in that fight, or do you just think, no, he looked fine, he just put on a masterful performance and everything was good? What say you about that?
I think kind of both. I mean, the performance was good. I mean, I think Derrick James did a hell of a job. I mean, he basically took everything away from Franklin and, you know, controlled the distance. I mean, similar to what I think what Spence did to Garcia, right? I mean, he just took everything away from me. He couldn't really do shit, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, you're right. Hey, shout out to Matthew from South Carolina. Hey, thanks for calling the show, fam. Salute. Yeah, man. Shout out to Alan R. Alan, what you say, fam? You said AJ looked like a big scared kid in there. I don't, you know what? If that was your observation, then that was your observation. I just think it was more so pretty much what Drew was saying as well. Just he's doing a whole lot of thinking a lot in there, and he seems unsure of himself in the ring. That's just to me. That's my observation. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Fee on YouTube.
Fee on the tube. Talk to me, sis.
Yes. What do you think about I just joined the show too, I'm late, but I had said about 2 days ago, right after the fight, that I feel like Anthony Joshua should fight Daniel DeBose. How you feel about that? Also, Usyk came out and said he's gonna be fighting Daniel DeBose too. So, but how you feel about? I think that's a good matchup. They both took some tough losses, and you know what I'm saying. I just feel like they would really complement each other in the fight. Nobody has said that, at least. I'm just tuning in, but that's how I was thinking the other day. So what you think about that?
Daniel Dubois, I wouldn't mind seeing him in the ring with Daniel Dubois. Get in there with him.
I would love it.
You know,
yeah,
fight Daniel Dubois. I know Frank Warren would love that. Frank Warren would love it. You know, he's Queensberry, so he would love to have if I can get Daniel Dubois, to knock out Anthony Joshua. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think you know what
I think that'd be a good
be a good fight. Him and Daniel Dubois. Yeah.
I think that'd be Dillian White was angry. He did an interview. My God. I mean, he need a girlfriend. He was real mad, calling Anthony Joshua a cunt a million times. And like, I really want to see that fight too, just because they have long standing beef. I also want to see, you know what else I wanted to see? Big Baby.
Oh yeah,
Baby
you know
funny.
what? I wouldn't mind seeing that fight.
Too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Joshua fight him next.
See that. Yes, yeah. I would love to see, because he's, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. That's something that's been on my mind for a minute. And then once he fought this last dude, I was like, I want to see him fight Danny DeVos. You know what I'm saying? Or Dubois, however you pronounce it. But yeah, shout out everybody. All right, coach. Shout out to Fee.
Duval County, stand up. Yeah, Jared, what is his name? Gerald Big Baby Miller. Yeah, Jared Big Baby Miller. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing AJ fight him. He had been talking a whole lot of trash. That was the guy who AJ was supposed to fight in New York. When he got stopped by Andy Ruiz, that was the guy that he was supposed to fight then. And this guy got popped with every pharmaceutical known to man in his body. So they call Big Baby Big Steroid. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Johnson will go 12 rounds to that dude that keep him on the outside. He gonna get tired because he big and fat. He'll get tired. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Paul here. How are you? From Ireland. How are you getting on?
Caller, what's your name? Your name is Paul. Where you calling from?
Yeah, from Ireland, Republic of Ireland. I always watch it every night, so great to see it.
Oh, you calling from Ireland?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Tell you what I wanted to talk to you about. You're talking about Anthony Joshua, and what I've seen with Anthony Joshua for the time I've been watching him is, if Anthony Joshua had Derek Chisora, you know who Derek Chisora is?
Derek Chisora is Derek Chisora like a journeyman now. He got like 15 losses.
yes, but Derek Chisora has the same type of mentality as like Mike Tyson and George Foreman and Joe Frazier from years ago. He's an awful lot more meaner. I think Anthony Joshua doesn't have that streak in him in order to defeat people. He doesn't seem to have it. He has the physique, but he hasn't got the mentality or the mean streak in him. That's what I feel.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. I think that's a fair assessment. He's just not that type of fighter. He's not the mean street type fighter. He's just a very nice, friendly guy. You know what I mean? He's just a nice, friendly guy. He's not mean streak. That's not him. That's just not him at all. You know what I mean? That just reality to the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and that's exactly what I feel is what he's lacking, is that he hasn't got that mean streak in him, and he'll never get to the top unless he gets it. And I think it's actually inbred, and you have to have it, and he just doesn't have it. So I don't think he'll ever excel to the heights of Tyson Fury because he hasn't got that killer instinct in him.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like I think me and you are in agreement with that. As it relates to you can't teach that. A trainer can't teach you to have a killing instinct. They can teach you how to execute certain game plans and teach you how to throw certain punches at different angles at the right position and teach you defensive maneuvers in order to survive in the ring and how to slip and counter. They can teach you all of those things, but to have a kill or be killed mentality, to have that dog, that bite down, that viciousness, that savageness, that's something that you have to have. That's something that has to come from within. It can't come from without. It's either you have it or you don't. You know what I mean? And again, I love Anthony Joshua. He's a great fighter, but he's just a nice, friendly guy. You know what I mean? And still, he's a good fighter, but he's just a nice, friendly guy. But Paul, thank you for calling the show, fam. I really appreciate you. Ireland, stand up. Yes, I am of the opinion. I am of the opinion that comes from within. You can't teach that. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? And shout out to Eric Gomez. What's going on, fam? Really though. True. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's something you can't teach. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell's in the building. It is what it is, man. Shout out to Lisa Bell's. Shout out to Halim. He said I was pissed off. I turned the fight off after 6 rounds. Yeah, Harleen, I didn't think you liked Joshua. I know you're a diehard Tyson Fury fan. I know you're part of the Tyson Fury fan club. So, nah. I know you used to be in training camp with Fury, so I'm just messing with you. Yeah. I didn't think you liked Joshua, but yeah. And shout out to Alan R. He said with Joshua's size and strength, Franklin should have been under the ring. I'll put it this way. Let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all a different question. Who would you like to see him fight next? Let's take Tyson Fury off the table. Do anyone think that he's ready for Tyson Fury right now? Anybody? I don't know. Maybe him. I don't know. Maybe him and Wilder. I don't know. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Maybe him and Wilder.
It's Corey. What's up?
Corey, where you calling from?
Texas, brother.
Oh, Corey from Texas. Talk to me, fam.
Hey, you done blown up, man. You got people calling you from Ireland. Gangster for that, bro.
Hey, salute, man. Hey, man.
Nah, man, I don't think I see no other shows that got that type of diversity. That's dope. But hey, we talked about it on Saturday a little bit after you broadcasted. I think you hit the nail on the head. He just kind of, I think he is a good fighter, but yeah, it's like he's overthinking it. And it's like when he do get buzzed, it's like he's so worried about like something going wrong. It's like, dude, I think if when you got buzzed, if you just went all out, by the way you were snapping that man's head back, you could probably hurt him. But it's like I don't know, man. You talked about it. So it's like he did the same thing in the second Usyk fight in Saudi Arabia. It's like, dude, you gotta. I don't know how to explain it. Like you gotta get that shit out your mind, man, and you gotta fight, or just don't fight and just be a broadcaster because they love him over there. You see how he still got an insane fan base. Just looking at the way that he at the weigh-in, then at the O2 arena and all that stuff. So it's like, or like you said, just cash out and get the Fury fight. But it's just like, dude, you gotta get that. I don't know if it's PTSD, coach, or how you would call it in boxing, but he's got to get that stigma out of his head. It's like, dude, just fight, man. It's all right, bro.
Yeah.
Just fight hard.
Yeah, it is what it is. The other, as a matter of fact, when I look at the, I'm gonna look at the rankings right now. I look at the heavyweight division. Ain't nobody really fighting no top guys in the heavyweight division, really. Joshua was the only one really fighting the top guys. He fought, and then Joshua and Wilder. Wilder fought Fury 3 times. Well, Joshua fought Usyk 2 times. So the top 4 they have in the Ring magazine, the top 4 guys they have Usyk, Fury, Wilder, and Joshua. So those are the top 4 guys. And then Dillian White fought Fury, he got knocked out. I don't know what the hell that was. He got put to sleep. Old man Ortiz, he got dropped 3 times to Andy Ruiz. He lost to Andy. Joe Joyce is still winning. I think Joe Joyce is like 36, 37 years old, something of that sort. Joseph Parker, he's a gatekeeper at this point. So he got 3 losses now. We got Ergovich. Ergovich is 15-0. You know what I mean? So so maybe he could. I don't know.
Coach.
Go ahead.
Oh, coach, did you hear what Tim Bradley said on Saturday?
No, what Tim said?
He said right now he thinks Jared Anderson beats Anthony Joshua.
Jared Anderson, talking about the American prospect. Jared Anderson?
Big Baby, yeah. He said now he thinks Jared. Yeah, he said Big Baby beats AJ right now.
I mean, that's his opinion. You know what I mean? I mean,
what do you think though, coach?
I think me personally, to be honest with you, I wouldn't put Joshua in there with Big Baby right now, to be honest with you. Even though Big Baby is a prospect and Joshua is a 2-time unified heavyweight champion, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Am I trying to babysit him? No, I ain't trying to babysit him at all. Throw him in there with whoever. You know what I mean? But to be honest, Jared Anderson beat a lot of these dudes in the heavyweight division, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like I don't know about a Joe Joyce or whatever, but Jared Anderson and Wilder, yeah, I think I would pick Jared Anderson even over Wilder at this point. I think that highly of him, but I don't know if he's ready to take that next leap yet. But it's a possibility he could be ready to take that leap. But would I put Anthony Joshua in the ring with him? No. If I'm a matchmaker, I would not put him in the ring with him. I put Joshua in there with Ortiz, or he's a slick southpaw. Maybe Dillian White. They could do the Dillian White fight again. That's a good domestic fight over there in the UK. Throw him in there with Dillian White. Shit, Dillian White ain't don't look all that. I'll put him in there with Dillian White again. I'll do that.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Corey from Texas, man. Thank you for calling the show, fam. Salute, fam. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm saying if I'm a matchmaker. Now, I'm not a matchmaker. I'm just a fan. But if I'm a matchmaker, if I'm Eddie Hearn, if you Eddie Hearn, who would you match him up with next? You get what I'm saying? And Harleen say, no, coach, not White. What you mean, no, not White? Yeah, shit. What you mean, no, not White? Shout out to Fielder, too. She said they got beef, too. Wilder and Big Baby. I'm just saying, it's some fighters you can put Joshua in there with. It's going to be real good. They got backstories in there. They got a backstory and everything. Big Baby Miller and Dillian White. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Bloodbox. I'm calling back again, man. I wanted to throw in a few more things real quick, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, first of all, I think that people are being a little bit hard on AJ. I do not believe Franklin was there for a payday. He lost 20 pounds for this fight. Franklin is a 2-time amateur champion. He's not an easy guy to knock out because he's never been knocked out. So it sounds ridiculous when I hear people calling in and saying that he was there to be knocked out. He was there for a payday. Nobody's going to be there for a payday when they've been a 2-time amateur champion and they've never been knocked out before. Like James said, Derek James, he said that all they need to do is get that W. Now, at times, Anthony Joshua will look confused, but it's up to his new coach to help him find the killer instinct. Not to give him and teach him a killer instinct, but to help him find the killer instinct. And AJ has displayed a killer instinct in the past. The way James does that is helping Joshua fight with more confidence in the clinch. He has to have the confidence to let his hands go. He's got a top-notch trainer that has trained 2 fighters that define killer instinct to the fullest. That would be Spence and Charlo. AJ has had a killer instinct in the past, so it's in his mentality. It's up to James to guide him and give him the confidence and bring that beast out in AJ again. AJ, he softened up some. And with success comes criticism. AJ takes criticism to heart, and he's reluctant to let his hands go due to external forces and wanting to satisfy others all the time. He needs work in the clinch. His right hand can use some work. He needs to improve on executing, going to the body with more confidence. The once found killer instinct, it comes back to surface when when Derek James helps him gain confidence in utilizing some of these skills and some of these tactics so he can let his hands go with more confidence. He's got a little bit of a killer instinct. We saw it against Dominic Brazil. We saw it in the past against Klitschko when he had to get up off the canvas. He's had a killer instinct before, man. So it's up to James to bring it back. He's not teaching them that. He's helping them bring it back. And in the right environment, they could do that. George Foreman went over there with Sonny Liston and them years ago to gain a killer instinct. That's why he was over there with Sonny Liston, messing with him and stuff like that.
He was a sparring partner too, wasn't he?
What's that?
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a sparring partner.
Yeah.
George Foreman said himself, one of the main things that Sonny Liston was there to show him was a killer instinct, right? So you do pick up killer instinct in your gym environment, and you can improve upon your killer instinct. Now, you're right. You got to be born with that killer instinct, but the right trainer who gives you the right confidence to bring that killer instinct back to surface. And that's what Anthony Joshua been. We've seen Anthony Joshua display a killer instinct. Shit, he went after Jermaine Franklin after the fight. You know what I'm saying? And Derek James had to go hold him back a little bit. So within his soul, there is a killer instinct. He displayed that in the whole build-up to Dominic Brazil. I don't think he has selective outrage on who he's going to display killer. I just like that word, selective outrage at this time. But who's going to display?
Yeah, man. So who's
going to display the killer instinct with? But coach, guys, go to the gym to improve in the killer instinct by being around the right kind of killers and the right kind of dogs, right? And being there with Errol Spence, he could teach him how to fight a little bit in the clinch, give him a little bit of advice. Charlo could come in and say, hey, man, Anthony, I think you should do this. Now let your hands go. And when the fighter tries to get up under you, you need to throw this kind of shot or whatever. And he's in the right environment for that to improve and bring that beast back out in Anthony Joshua.
Okay. All right. Hey, man. Hey, point well taken, man. Shout out to my brother Blood Boxing, man. Salute, fam. Thank you,
Word
brother.
up.
Yes, sir.
Peace
FLA.
out. Peace out, coach.
FLA, stand up, man. So who do y'all want to see him fight next then? Who do you want to see him fight next? I mean, Joshua is he's part of the one heavyweight that everybody in the top 10 is licking their chops to fight right now. There's Joshua's no longer, he doesn't have a belt anymore, so he's a former champion. But he's everybody, I think everybody in this top 10, I'm gonna show you guys, is probably looking like, we want to fight him next. You know what I mean? But I don't know if they're gonna get a big payday fighting him at this point. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it is what it is. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? This M1 from the BX.
M1 from the BX. Talk to me, fam.
What's up? You know who I would like Joshua to fight right now? Odo Wallin.
Odo Wallin?
That's what I like.
Big Odo? Yeah, Big Odo. Big Odo in the top 15 now.
Yeah.
Hey, they say they do. They say Big Odo got robbed. They say he really beat Tyson Fury. They say Big Odo got robbed against Tyson Fury now.
Yeah, I know. But that'll be a good segue to, and I believe that AJ has problems with shorter guys too. I really do.
Oh, shorter fighters. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
What make you say that? What make you say that?
With the Ruiz fight and just in general, you see when he's a little hesitant with shorter guys.
Yeah, because they can get up under him, Yes,
they can get. It's harder to fight. You know the shorter guys that can fight. It's harder to fight than a tall guy because you gotta punch down. You can't. Punching up is way better.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Unless you're a Lennox Lewis, a shorter fighter. Unless you're a Lennox Lewis.
There's shorter fighters.
No. I do agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I do agree with you. You're right about that. But I was saying, unless you're a Lennox Lewis, Lennox boy, hey, a little man called hell against Lennox Lewis. Damn, I got that Lennox Lewis boy. Oh, you shorter than me, man. I'm finna beat the. Well, he gonna beat the brakes off you anyways. But no, but I get what you're saying though. You think because Anthony Ruiz was a shorter fighter and he was able to get on the inside, and by his hands being faster, he's able to catch Joshua in the exchange on the temple. And I get exactly what you're saying. So yeah, maybe he's gun shy with the shorter guys because of
he's having flashbacks. And I think that'll be a good fight. I think we'll see if he can't do nothing with Odo Wallin. Then I'll say then I'll say that he's regressing. But right now, I was most impressed with his gas tank. He didn't look
tired,
like he was tired or anything.
It could have been the style. It could have been the style of fight too, because in that fight he clinched a lot. So it could have been because of the. I don't know if that was the game plan or not, but because he was clinching so much, maybe that could be the reason why he didn't get tired.
I believe that they wanted this win. They wanted this win the same way they wanted the win with the second Ruiz fight, and they didn't go in.
Right.
Because he outboxed him. He stood away from him. And they just wanted that win because another loss would just destroy him.
Yeah. You're right. So they got the victory. So I see what you're saying. Just be cautious. No, don't take no chances. Just get in there and get the victory. Let's put that under the bank because you're coming off of two back-to-back losses, and then now we'll slowly progress from there. I got you. That makes sense. Hey, shout out to M1 from BX, man. Salute, fam. Hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. And again, Joshua has been fighting at a high level for a minute. He has been fighting at a high level for a minute. So, but let me show you guys something. These are the guys. Let me show you guys these heavyweights. Like, who you want to see these heavyweights fight? All right, we got Usyk right here. Usyk is going to more than likely fight his mandatory. I heard his mandatory was it Joe Joyce? Or was it? It's either Joe Joyce or who is Usyk's mandatory? Do anybody know Usyk's mandatory? I think he has a mandatory Mando coming up. Who is Usyk's mandatory? Oh, Joe Joyce? Oh, Dubois. That's who it is, Dubois. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So Dubois is I got Alexander Usyk beating the brakes off of Dane Dubois. I got Alexander Usyk beating the brakes off of Dane Dubois. This gonna be easy work. This gonna be easy work. You know, of course, what I'm saying easy work. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy fight. I'm saying that I got this guy. I have the Ukrainian Alexander Usyk. What Dane Dubois at? Yeah, I got him putting hands and foots on that boy. That's what I have. That's what I have. Tyson Fury, he only has one belt, so he fought his mandatory in Dillian White. He satisfied that. So Fury pretty much doesn't have any pressure to fight anybody at this point. You know, Fury can just sit back and wait. Fury can sit back and wait until he has another mandatory come up, but he did fight his mandatory in Dillian White. He made that look so easy. You know, I was so disappointed in Dillian White, guys. Not trying to pivot, but I was so disappointed in him because you did all this crying about, you know, oh man, they did me wrong. The WBC did me wrong. I've been waiting since 1972 to, you know, to fight for a belt, and they skipping over me, and they did this and did that, and I was supposed to fight Wilder back in '79, and you know the WBC, and that's true. The WBC did do him wrong. They skipped all over him. But when you got that opportunity to get in the ring and finally fight for the belt, bro, oh my God, bro, I don't even know what to say. Hey man, we gotta get you know what, man, we gotta get the lights up, man. We gotta get the lights up, man. We gotta get the lights up. Man, we got over 300 people. We got 360 people in here and less than 200 likes. This is unacceptable. As a matter of fact, if you don't hit the like button, this is what we think about you.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, I was so disappointed because, bro, when I saw that fight, I'm like, my nigga, what? Like Dillian White, I don't think he landed 3 punches the entire fight. Then he was swinging overhand rights like he was looking like Deontay Wilder in there. He put his head down and swung overhand right. Fury was just moving. I don't think Tyson Fury even broke a sweat. And then he came in there with the high guard, and then Tyson Fury tapped him with the jab, and as soon as he stepped in range, came right up the middle, split the guard with the uppercut. Bap! He caught him with the uppercut. And when he caught him with the uppercut, he politely pushed him down. He like, bap, and then pushed him. And I'm like, he caught him with the uppercut. Then he just pushed him. And I'm like, man, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, man. Anyways, I you know what, bro. I was at the highest level of disappointment with that fight.
Why don't you get the hell out of there? Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me?
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you been ducking me? Hey, what he say now? He said, then push his whole ass. Then he just pushed him. I was like, man, hey, here you go, man. Hey, shout out to Retro. He say Lewis and Bowe were great against smaller guys. Hey, Retro, you hit the nail right on the head. Boy, Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe, they be licking their chops at a smaller fighter. Oh, this dude's smaller than me? Man, I'm finna punish this dude. Bro, like, yeah, you know, yeah, man. Yeah, boy, Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe, listen, when I think of a smaller heavyweight getting punished by a bigger heavyweight, shout out to my main man, Magic Key Boxing in the building. Magic Key, what's going on, fam? I think about how when Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield fought that first fight, you know they fought 3 times. But the first fight, if you want to see how a big guy is supposed to maul a smaller guy, and I'm talking about Evander Holyfield is highly skilled. Evander Holyfield ain't no lightweight, it's highly skilled. He ain't no, listen, Evander Holyfield ain't no easy win for nobody. Man, Riddick Bowe, man, that man beat Holyfield, and Holyfield tried to fight Riddick Bowe in the pocket. dog came in there that first fight, boy. I think he became undisputed. I think he became undisputed too. Man, Lord have mercy, boy. Listen, really, Big Daddy Bo, that's how a big man's supposed to fight. You know, Big Daddy Bo, when he was on the inside, bro, he was catching and shooting, bop, slipping and countering, bop, catching with the shoulder, bop, parrying with the backhand, bop, coming back. Bro, listen, bro, that's to this day. But I'm talking to this day, that's one of my favorite fights.
Hey, woman, listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man.
Hey, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying there, boy. Hey, what did it say? Yeah, Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. Yeah, Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas. Do you see how Buster Douglas was mauling Mike Tyson? Catching him. Hey, every time they got in the clinch, catch him with hit him with an uppercut. Bop! Pick your head up. Mike tried to come in there, and Mike came on the inside, Buster met him with an uppercut. Bop! Soon as his head came up in there, came down left cross. Bop! He came down left foot, bap. Then he came down right cross, bap. Then Mike just went back, bounced off the mat, mouthpiece came out his mouth. But one thing I say about Mike, even though Mike had his right eye looked like a golf ball, boy, guess what? You know what Mike did? I was watching an interview, right, with Mike Tyson. You know what Mike Tyson said? He said his favorite moment. He said his favorite moment is when of that fight. He said, I got up and I put the mouthpiece back in my mouth. You know what I mean? Mike said, remember he put the mouthpiece back in his mouth, it was sideways. He said, I got up. My favorite part of that fight was I got up and I put the mouthpiece. Even though and Mike got up, and they waved it off, of course. He like, look, man, you're done. But Mike, he didn't beat the count. But Mike said his favorite part of that fight was I tried to get up. I looked for my mouthpiece and I put it in my mouth and I tried to get back up. That's what he said. I'm like, man, Lord have mercy. Nigga, I was crying like a baby, boy. Nigga, I see my dog, my hero, Iron Mike Tyson get knocked out. Man, we wanted to kill Buster Douglas, man. Bruh. Boy, hey, listen, man. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Nigga, I cried, bro. I was 16 years old. Man, hey, boy, we would have caught Buster Douglas that day. Shit. Buster, he said, Major Key blasted that cheerleading clown. Hey, yo, what you say? Hey, shout out to Jamie. He said, Buddha TKO, coach. Yeah, that right there, man. I'm still having nightmares. I don't know what we got a troll in here. Yeah, we go. Matter of fact, let me see. I'm pretty sure this guy just created a new account. No, I want to see this guy's account. I want to see this guy's account. You know how these trolls is. Let's see. This dude just started an account. More than likely. Hey, that dude just started. Hey, buddy. Hey, that dude just started an account. February, a couple months ago. But he trolls. This probably Jason Moles. Hey, this probably Jason Moles. Hey, this probably Jason Moles. Oh, Moles, when you back at it again, huh? What the ox? Hey, Jason Moles. And I probably Jason Moles. Or it could be Fag Dog. Fag Dog got a bunch of accounts too. It could be one of them whole ass niggas. Who knows? Yeah, man. Yeah, you know me, man. You know, it is what it is, man. A true player, true player like myself. Shout out to Haleen. He say, Coach, give Jason Moles that goodie bag. Yeah, I might as well. You know what I mean? They, they say I'm a legend. That's what they say. You know what I mean? Hey, check this out. This is a true story. I went to school called Full Sail University. It's a music school. For music engineers and stuff like that. This back in That's back in 2000, right? And anyways, so back in 2013, I used to engineer, like music engineer. So I worked at the Circle House in North Miami, and I also worked at the Hit Factory. The Hit Factory is in North Miami. Just look up the Hit Factory. You know they got the Hit Factory in New York, but they had one in Miami as well, North Miami. Bro, I'm in there with this guy. He was managing me at the time. His name is Will Covington. Shout out to Will Covington. He's from Liberty City. Old school cat. Will Covington was a drummer, right? He was a drummer. He was like a studio drummer. Like, anytime like recording artists was to come in town and they need somebody to play, play instruments, whatever the case may be. Like they may have a guitarist come in and fly in, or may have some background singers come in. We in the studio cutting the album. So Will used to play the drums. He used to play the drums, right? So Will has started promoting in the 80s, and he played the drum for BB King, the OJs, the stuff like that, right? So we're in the studio. We're in the studio. I'm mixing down something. So he say, it was Lady Gaga. I'll never forget. It was Lady Gaga, her producer. She had a producer named Rez. Was it Rez? Had a producer named Rez. So anyway, make a long story short. So Rez was looking for some new artists. He was looking for some new artists, you know what I mean, to help produce some tracks and stuff like that for Lady Gaga's project. So my manager at the time, Will was like, hey, what's going on, Rez? What's going on? This my artist right here, Malachi. Malachi, come here, Malachi, come here. This is my artist right here, you know what I mean? Yada, 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 you know what I mean? He pretty good. So he say, old school. He say, what's your name, old school? He said, oh, my name, Will E. Covington. He said, So the guy say, Will Covington. How come that name sounds familiar to me? He say, well, I used to play I used to play the drums, you know what I mean, back in the day. He said, who you play for? Gladys Knight and the Pips, Baby Kane, Baby Kane, the OJs, just to name a few. You know what I mean? He said, just to name a few. He said, oh, okay, old school. He said, they say I'm a legend. That's what they say. You know what I mean? And so everything, bro, when he said that, I bust out laughing because it came out of nowhere. They say I'm a legend. That's what they say. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm going to start using that. Shout out to Will, man. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Jersey.
Martin from Jersey, talk to me.
Right there,
talk to me.
Man, funny. Coach, yeah, about Anthony Joshua, I mean, real quick, I'm not going to be too hard on him, but he's a little gun shy.
Yeah.
Right now, I say, I think he has to go more to the body. He has to stay front foot heavy when you're fighting guys like Jermaine Franklin. I say put him in there with an Otto Ali. See how that goes.
Yeah.
And then bring in Big Baby Miller. See what happens.
Put him in there with Otto Wallin and put him in there with Big Baby Miller.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See how he look with Well, one thing that I got to point out that he said that I disagree with a statement that he made. He said, "Oh, Mike Tyson went 12 with Bone Crusher Smith and Tony Tucker, and nobody said, and everybody makes a big deal out of me going 12 rounds with Jermaine Franklin. First of all, those two guys that you say went 12 rounds with Mike Tyson, those were world champions."
Yeah. I heard him say that. Yeah, I just heard that this morning. You're right about that. Yeah.
I was like, when I heard him say that, like, what? They're like, those guys were world champions.
Yeah.
So that's what I got for today, Coach.
Yeah, man. Salute, fam. Hey, man, shout out to Mark from Dirty. Salute, fam. They say I'm a legend. Hey, Retro. They say I'm a legend. That's what they say. I used to play job for Baby Kane, Gladys Knight and the Pips, the OJs, just to name a few. Nigga with the read this running down his resume. Hey, he was all cap too. I said, this nigga, they say I'm a legend. Boy, no goddamn, nobody said that. That nigga just made that. Hey, bro, I bust out laughing, dog. I had bust out laughing. Cause he just made that up on the spot. Hey, Lisa, he just made that up on the spot. They say I'm a legend. That's what they say. Shout out to Anyway, man. Anyway, let's look at some of these top 10. Let's look at some of these top 10 heavyweights, man. Look at some of these top 10 heavyweights, man. Hey, what your boy say? Your boy say, get down while you can. Don't get it sucking no statue. Give him guts.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
Hey, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. But I don't seen Rocket. Boy, I don't seen Rocket 3 by 10 times, dog. I don't listen. I don't see Rocket. I don't see Rocket 3 by 10 times. No, I ain't gonna lie that. But hey, Retro boy, I'm tempted to go see it again. You know what I mean? Hey, but anyway, these are the top 10 guys. So this is who they have right here. This is Ring Magazine. As you can see, you have Usyk, Fury. These two guys are the creme de la creme of the division. And I don't think no one can argue that. Alexander Usyk, and Fury. I don't think no one can argue that. There's Usyk, Fury, and then there's everybody else. That's the way I see it. Shout out to the Boston Scientist. Salute, fam. Shout out to my brother Reto. He said, yes, sir, my brother went to Full Sail in the late 90s. Yeah, I was there too. Late 90s, probably about 99, 2000, about 2000. I was there about 2000. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying though? So is, this is the way I see it. There's Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury. However you want to, whatever order you want to put it in. Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. Those are the guys that have the belts, right? And then there's everybody else. Who's everybody else? Deontay Wilder, former champion. Anthony Joshua, former 2-time unified champion. Joe Joyce, prospect, 15-0. Andy Ruiz, former unified champion. Dillian White, contender. Luis Ortiz, contender. He's a former contender. He never been a champ. Now, I will say this. Now, Luis Ortiz. Now, hey, now this is the boogeyman of the division. Now they say he's the boogeyman. Now, King Kong Ortiz have won. Now there's no fighter in the history of the heavyweight division that have had more heavyweight titles than King Kong Ortiz. King Kong Ortiz have had more heavyweight titles than anybody. I think he had remember when they were saying he was the boogeyman of the division? Man, I messed around and pulled up this man's resume, man. I say, man, this man had every Fetty Wap belt known to man. King Kong Ortiz, the boogeyman of the division. He's held every Fetty Wap belt, anyway. But former contender. Joseph Parker, a former champion. Ergovich is a contender, and Frank Sanchez is a contender. You get what I'm saying? Or or prospect, or whatever the case may be. So I look at the heavyweight division as these two guys. They're the best. I don't see nobody from 1 to 10. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? That's why we got to see the guys fight to see how it mixes up. We don't. Dillian White. We saw his performance. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's how I see it. Shout out to Retro. What to say for me? Say, Coach, I know you went to Full Sail. Yeah, I went to Full Sail. Man, I don't did some of everything, bro. I was to be a bartender. I used to work at a gas station. Shit, man, nigga, I used to work on the garbage truck, slinging garbage, and then this in the 90s. This before they had the machines to pick the cans up. You had to have 2 dudes on the back of the truck slinging garbage. That's when I got my CDL. Then I started driving trucks. Man, I used to do landscaping. Man, I don't have every job known to man. I ain't lazy. I wasn't a lazy guy. I did what I had to do. In between me out in the streets hustling in the game, when I left the game alone, I had to, you know what I mean? I had to earn an honest living. You know what I mean? Then when the honest living didn't work out, had to get back in the game. You know how it is. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. He said, Coach, Ortiz is a killer, bro. He said, what you talking about? Yeah. He'll kill all right. Yeah, he'll kill all right. It is what it is. Let me see what we got. Shout out to Halim. He said, Grandpa Ortiz is king. Is King Ramesses. Hey, shout out to Hashirama. What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam? Yeah, nigga, I don't have every job known to man, boy. Construction. I was a laborer. I was a laborer. You know what a laborer is? A laborer is someone who walks around with something in construction called the idiot stick. If you ever worked on a construction site, you know what the idiot stick is. Let me say, Coach, who you got winning this Saturday? Fundora versus or Mendoza? I'm undecided. I'm leaning towards Fundora. I'm leaning towards Fundora. So, but yeah, I'm kind of undecided. I gotta look and see. I gotta make a couple of phone calls and see what, you know what I mean? I need to see who's slipping on their pimping in training camp. Like when I make a pick, I gotta try to find a man. I try to make a couple of phone calls, right? With a couple of people. What's going on? How he been looking in training camp? Oh, he been looking good. He making weight good. He been showing up. Oh, okay. He been showing up. He looking good. Okay, cool. All right, you get what I'm saying? I need to. That's pertinent information, especially when you're betting. Especially if you're somebody who betting. I ain't saying I'm betting. Hey, we need 70 more likes. We need 70 more likes. Yeah, especially when I'm betting. When I'm betting money, but you gotta know all of that. You just can't be betting in the blind. You have to try to find out all types of information. You know what I mean? You got to try to find out all types of information. You know what I mean? Like I need to make a phone call or two. Let me make a phone call or two and see what a little birdie can tell me in my ear and find out what's going on. You know what I mean? Shout out to Rod. He said, Coach, what fights are you watching this weekend? We got ESPN, The Zone, and Showtime. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up right now. Let's pull it up right now. Let's see what we got. Let's pull up the fights right now. Hold on. Now, these are the fights for this weekend. We know Isaac Dogbo. We know Dogbo just lost this past weekend. We know Franklin won. We know Joshua beat Franklin. So Thursday, we have Angelo Costa versus Angelino Cordova. Angelo Costa versus Angelino Cordova. All right. So we have that Thursday. That's on the Zone. We have a fight on Friday. Shinard Bunch versus Brian Flores. That's on Showtime. Junior welterweight bout. So we have a flyweight and junior welterweight bout. Saturday, we have Shakur Stevenson versus Yoshino. Yoshino, I think that's how to pronounce his name. This is gonna be a good. I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a hell of a fight right here. I got Shakur winning this though. I got Shakur winning this 12 rounds. We got Bam Rodriguez versus Christian Gonzalez. I'm going with Bam. I got Bam. Kenshiro Taraji. He's fighting Anthony. He's fighting a guy named Anthony Oluskuga. I'm going with Kenshiro on that one right there. Then we have Sebastian Fundora versus Brian Mendoza. I'm gonna go with some Fundora, but I still got to make a couple of phone calls. Whoever call back. I still got to make a couple of phone calls. Yeah, so just off looking at it, right now I have Fundora. Just off looking at it, I have Fundora. I got Shakur. Just off looking, just off the eye test. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? It's Casino Like Praise.
Casino, talk to me, brother.
Hey man, I heard you earlier. You had mentioned Jahi Tucker.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
Man, that fight right there, bro. That fight was so good, bro.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to ask. I know this ain't got nothing to do with what you're talking about, but they were saying that they were setting him up to fight. Like he called out Xander Zayas.
Yeah. He want that smoke. He want that smoke. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Jahi Tucker, man, because that's a perfect example of that dude had fire. Like he didn't want to hear nothing. No, now he could have got clipped though. Let's be honest, he could have got clipped now because he was fighting a little recklessly.
But it was like,
the heart.
Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was like, but that was the perfect definition of your heart. His heart was what held him up, bro. Because if he went in there and he wasn't determined to win, he would have easily got knocked out. Like anybody else, bro. That man, he just was like, I'm not losing.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, this is my moment. I don't give a damn. He was like, because he was getting hit with grown ass man shots.
Yeah, he was
getting hit with shots. He was getting hit with shots that ain't nobody want him to get hit with. Like his coach was trying to tell him. But his daddy, that was his daddy. His daddy knew his son. He knew he couldn't tell a shit. He knew he was in that zone, bro.
He was in that zone, yeah.
Bro, I ain't like that team so much, bro. Yeah. I'm talking about, bro, I'm a fan, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. I want to see him and Xander Zayas because Xander Zayas my dude too, bro. I don't know who, but that shit, that's gonna be. He can't be taking them shots like that.
Nah. You know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. I like Jahi Tucker, but he did not fight a smart fight this weekend. Now, was it very entertaining? Yes, it was. It was very entertaining. I loved it. And bro, he showed that he had that dog in him. But you know, like you said, you can't be taking shots like that because he had this mentality. This motherfucker hit me, caught me, and he got clipped a couple of times. His knees buckled a couple of times in that fight, and I'm like, bruh. But he was just
I thought he was gonna get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah. Me too.
I thought it was gonna be over with.
Yeah, but he was determined. That I saw determination. I didn't see him boxing smart. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just saw that grit, that determination. He was fighting like, I'm down, I'm losing this fight. I'm down, I'm losing this fight, and I gotta take it to this dude. And there was no second guessing. There was no, if you hit me, I'm gonna get my lick back. And bro, he was going to the body. He was doing some excellent body work. But the other dude was doing some excellent body work too. I said, God, these motherfuckers, that boy, like, Lord have mercy. I kind of thought the fight was closer than what they judged it though.
See, the thing about it, yeah, it was close. I didn't think it was that close either. But one thing about it though, he wasn't fighting smart, bro. But he did what he had to do, bro. Because I mean, now everybody know who he is now.
Yeah, he fought.
Everybody know who he is now. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make a statement. That's how you come in the game right there. That's how you get your respect right there.
Yeah, he fought.
You know
he fought. Yeah, he fought.
Set it up.
Yeah.
And when you go out there like that, bro, when you set your career up like that, it don't matter win or lose, bro. You good. You gonna sell tickets. He gonna sell tickets. Right, he good. You know what I'm saying? Like win or lose. Like if he fights Xander Zayas and Xander Zayas, if he fights with that same heart and he end up getting knocked out, it ain't gonna hurt him because at the end of the day, bro, like niggas ain't going out there like that.
No, man. Listen, bro. But let me tell you something, boy. That jitterbug. I just don't want to see him get clipped because I don't want to see him get knocked out. I'm like, man, but this jitterbug, your boy, he came in that motherfucker, man. Like my nigga, what's happening? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Only 20. He's 20 years old.
Yeah. 20 years old. Yeah, he want that smoke now. He can't be taking them shots. So. Hey, but listen, man. Hey, shout out to Casino, man. Hey, thanks for calling the show, brother. Salute. Right. 2 times ATL, stand up. Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Knockdown 305. You say Tiger and Tuck got some good rounds in. Yeah, he can't fight everybody like that, though. I'm not gonna lie. You know, now he did show some good boxing. He did show some good boxing throughout the fight from time to time. But his inside fight game, like he could have beat that guy. He could have beat that guy from the outside mid range. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. That fight right there, that fight showed me. But let me tell you something. That young man right there, you know, that young man right there, boy, he want the smoke. Him and Xander Zayas. I don't know. I don't know when that fight can happen. But shoot, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Like, bro, to be honest with you, that was the shit. That was the best fight on that card. Yeah, I think that was the best fight on that card, if I'm not mistaken. What you guys think? You think that was the best fight on that card? You said they need to match Tiger Johnson with opponents like Oliveira. You said, okay, all right. What you think? And what you say, not that 305, you say that, Cole. Yeah, I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. Oliveira, yeah. Hey, what did say? Casino say for sure. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, but oh boy, I think that was the best fight on that card. I'm like, man, you say did the Felix Cass fight get canceled? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. You get what I'm saying? I think that fight right there, bro. That fight, it was like, you know, anything after that, you got to live up to that fight. You got to live up to that fight, boy. They was landing bombs that fight, bro. They was landing bombs. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hashirama from PG County. What's goody?
Hashirama, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, coach. So I wanted to get your thoughts on the main event for the Dogbo or Dogbe and what's his name? The Cuban Ramirez fight.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw it and what you think.
I saw that. I mean, yeah, the right man won. Robisi won. You know, Dogbo. I said this before. I think I gave my prediction. I picked Robisi. I was like, man, you know, Dogbo has heart. He has heart, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like that dude right there. Dogbo ain't no easy out for nobody. You know what I mean? he just didn't have his skill set is not on that guy's level. But it was a good fight, a damn good fight.
So where do you rank? So I mean, I know kind of might sound a little premature, but like I think me personally, I've kept up with Rabesi for a couple of years now, and I do think he's really good. With that being said, I think he is the best 126. You think anybody could beat him right now at 126, or where do you rank him in there?
Yeah, some people probably can beat him, but we gotta see him. I gotta look at the 126 division and see exactly who was all there. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure. As a matter of fact, I gotta look it up. I gotta look up the division and see who's there, who the champions is and stuff like that. Of course, styles make fights. There are some better fighters than Dog Bowl that's probably there. So I just have to analyze and look and see. I don't know exactly how, he's top ranked. That's top Bob Arum has him. So how they're going to move him and stuff like that. He's a title. He has a belt now. So, they're going to see what's up. They're going to see he has some holes in his game as well, but he's just very, very talented. He has a lot he's fighting for. His family's back in Cuba. So, he's trying to get them back over here in the United States. So we'll see how that play. We'll see how that play out. But he got time. He still got time.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Coach. Thank you for having me.
All right, shout out to Hashirama. PG County, stand up, man. PG County, stand up. Major Key, what's going on, baby boy? Shout out to Doe right side. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey, Major Key, I feel you. Hey, shout out to Doe right side. He say fast, coach. Jahi could have won easily from the outside, but sometimes you got to show mofo. Shout out to Jahi. Yeah, I mean, you show him. You show him when you have to. You know what I mean? He literally did not have to. Like, he fought that fight that he was just trying to prove a point.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Sometimes when you try to prove a point, that's how you get knocked out. So he could have easily got knocked out in that fight, but he pulled it out. He got that hard. He definitely got that dog in him. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the UK.
What's your name?
Stephen.
Stephen from the UK. Talk to me.
So I think Joshua is getting worse. He's progressively getting worse every fight. Now, if I'm being
your phone is breaking
we
up.
might as well chuck the geezer in there with Amir Khan because
Caller, your phone is breaking up, fam. All right. Call back when you get a better reception, sir. Shout out to Stephen from the UK. Give him a round of applause. Yeah, man, what to say? Ant say he say Xander packs a wallop. Yeah, I mean, my thing is the brother Major Key. What Major Key? Major Key said something right here. He said Jahi better take his time before he ends up looking like Joey Spencer. He said, don't bite off more than you can chew. They both young though, so I wouldn't be mad at that fight. You're right about that. I totally agree with that. You see, when you got these young jitterbugs and you see he has heart, he has heart, he has bite down. You see that, but he didn't fight a smart fight. You know what I mean? He was getting hit with punches that he did not have to get hit with. You know what I mean? And he wasn't listening. His father was telling him what to do. His corner, his dad was telling him what to do, but he literally was not listening. He disregarded everything his dad was telling him, and that's not a good sign. You know what I mean? Trying to prove something to a nigga to show you got to love hard and you'll do this and do that. I like that. I like that in him, but at the same time, in boxing, that's how you get clipped. That's how you get clipped because you're literally fighting until you're literally fighting the style of fight that guy wants you to fight, and he was catching you with some, and he was rocking you too. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Preacher Joe. He said, Coach, you see Caleb Plant being world champion at 168 again? Yeah, he'll be world champion at 168 again as soon as Canelo drop those belts. I mean, he will be world champion again as soon as Canelo drop those belts. As long as Canelo have those belts, he's not going to beat Canelo. You know what I mean? So, hey, we need 52 more likes. We need 52 more likes. He's not going to beat Canelo, so You know, I mean, when Canelo and you know, if somebody beats Canelo, take those belts off of him, or if Canelo drop the belts and give them up, or whatever the case may be, and they get scattered, then yeah, he could become champion again. But I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I don't see him beating Canelo for the belt. So you know, you get what I'm saying? I just don't see it.
True.
It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? I just don't
We
see
the
it.
Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these
I'm not
people out.
scared.
Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, we need 52 more lights, man. Let's get the lights up. Yeah, man. So I kind of like, you know, it just some like certain fighters like, okay, like you got Jermaine Charlo. Hey, Jermaine Charlo. You got dudes, man. They got a real attitude problem. Don't nobody like Jermaine Charlo.
Come fucking with me, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. I'm a knockout artist, baby.
Some people say he mentally unstable. You know, and some people say he mentally unstable, man. So I don't know, man. Hey, I got the Joe Goosen. I got the Joe Goosen interview dropping tomorrow. I'm gonna be dropping that Joe Goosen interview tomorrow, man. And you know, it is what it is. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, some dudes. Hey, as a matter of fact, let's do this. And you guys' opinion, you know what I mean? Shout out to Dollar Bill.
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't say
Kid
that.
Capri?
I didn't say
Huh? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
I'm just saying though, like the dude when he became undisputed, I saw him smile one time in the ring. He was like, yeah, threw his finger up. His brother was in the background, telling him, yeah, we did it.
True.
Hey, blood. His brother was in the background talking about, yeah, we did it. Hey, everybody looking at him like, we, you know what I mean? What you mean we? Like, hey, get out while you can. Don't get it sucking no statue. Give him guts.
Get out while you can. Don't get it sucking no statue. Give him guts.
Hey, blood. He said that talking about something. Yeah, we did it. What the hell you mean? What you mean we did it? What you mean we did it?
I'm ranked number one. That means I'm the best. But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
Hey, it is what it is, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, Wilder, talk to him, man.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
Hey, what did they say, Retro? You say con. Did he say con? Don't you ever forget who brought you back to Big Time Boxing. I brought you back. You know, he said, when I found you, you were like when I found you, you were strung out on coke, contemplating about killing yourself. When I found you, you were like a big house. Shout out to Bar Squad, Deontay Wilder, man. that dude. Hey, Wilder, I had my wars with his fan base. But boy, that dude Deontay Wilder funny, dog. I swear to God, he funny. Call him, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What up, Coach? It's Rick from Toronto, man.
Rick from Toronto, talk
you
to
know
me,
that
fam.
clip from? Yeah, baby. You know that clip from Rocky 3. I'm not sure. Okay, yo. So the story goes that I heard is that the writer or Stallone himself got that line that Mr. T threw down on him being like, what you need to know what a real man is like. You know, come by my apartment.
Yeah.
I believe he took that from the actual thing with when B-Hop threw that line down on Felix Trinidad's wife for the promotion of their fight.
How did he take that from B-Hop when that movie came out before B-Hop was a professional boxer?
What is it? Oh, my bad, man. I don't know. I heard maybe the timeline's wrong, man, but I don't know. Maybe my cousin was wrong. My cousin was the one who told me, he goes, that the writers took it from the B-Hop fight with Felix Trinidad, but
No.
my bad.
Yeah. No, that's not true, fam. They told you wrong.
Then I guess B-Hop took it from the Rocky 3 fight, man.
Yeah, man, for sure. Hey, shout out to Rick from Toronto. That's all you got? Shout out to Rick from Toronto. Round of applause. Hey, you know what, man? I'm tired. Hey, Blood. I'm tired of these. Won't you tell all these nice people? And wait, what he say? Won't you tell all these nice people why you been ducking me?
Get the hell out of there. Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you been ducking me?
Hey, see, I was just saying, listen, man, see, we got to pull up, dog. We got to have a pull-up game, man. That's all I'm saying. Bro, listen, I'm not asking for much. I'm an old school player, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, dog, I'm not asking for much from these jitterbugs. All I'm saying is this here, jitterbug, if you want the smoke, act like you want the smoke. I'm used to seeing, I came up and watching Hagler and Hearns and all those guys. And when there was smoke, there was fire. And I didn't come up in the nice guy era. This is the fight game. We ain't trying to be nice. And Colin, what's your name when you calling from?
What's up, coach? It's inevitable. D Block, D Town, DC, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D Block, what's going on, fam?
And I gotta say, the big question is.
Go ahead. No, it sounds like it's breaking up. But let me see. Go ahead.
All right, my bad, coach. We good?
Yeah, we good now.
All right, hey man. I mean, I'm seeing the topic, man. Are we still on the topic?
Yeah, I mean, we on the topic, but we talking about Clubber Lane now. You know what I mean? Don't get this sucker no statue. Give him guts.
I'm telling you, man, Halloween, you better dress up like Mr. T, man. You better dress up. All right? You got to get somebody to go up there like, you know what? I could dress up like Sylvester. Yeah, I could dress up like Rocky. A little, probably 100 pounds more, but it's all good.
Hey, man. What's happening?
Hey, man. So it says Anthony Joshua's biggest fight yet. Is he ready for Fury or Wilder? I can tell you something, man. Just by the history of Wilder, the history of Fury, I think a more competitive fight would be with Fury. Even though a lot of people are going to backlash me and say, man, didn't you see his last performance? And it is true what they say. Your last performance is what people will judge you by.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with that. But I also got to be a realist to know that this guy has a backing. He has a history, and he's shown what kind of, even though a lot of people are saying that he's lost a step, but being a heavyweight, ain't really that much you can lose as a step, because at the end of the day, it's who's going to get knocked out first. Now, it matters how you're going to set up that knockout. Well, I could see that, Joshua is learning from his trainer. I think the second fight they're going to train with, I think it'll go better. And I think if he takes on Wilder, I really do see skinny legs as Wilder, tattooed up Wilder, braided up Wilder, want to be knockout artist of the year Wilder, where I could see Joshua actually using his weight on him the same way Fury did to him, and just, tapping him to the jab and just knocking him out at the end of the day. Because I see more potential for Joshua, knowing that he's more of a decorated boxer than Wilder was, even though Wilder did win bronze, I think, right, Coach?
Yeah. Wilder did win bronze, and Joshua won gold. But the thing is Fury. The reason why, the way I disagree with you at is, AJ can fight Wilder that way, but he has to be willing to go, to use his jab to get on the inside. He has to make a commitment in order to be aggressive with Wilder. Tyson Fury made a commitment, and Tyson Fury got caught with that right hand. They fought 3 times. He got caught with the right hand all 3 times. For the two of the four times of the 2 fights, he got up. He got dropped twice and he got up. And in the second fight, he ate the right hand a couple of times and he just walked right through it. So in order for him to be able to implement that Tyson Fury game plan, he's going to have that Tyson Fury mindset to be able to do that. And I think that's where the problem would lie with trying to execute that.
I'm gonna let it be like the Green Eyed Peas don't agree with me, but it's okay. I still love you though. I still respect you. Stand up for your boy D Block. You know what's up. But the way I look at it is like this, man. Wilder for me is just he don't set up his punches. He really don't. He just goes in there and just he tries to do what he can do. And we already know what type of fighter is. When you outthink a fighter like that, like Ortiz was outthinking him, and a couple of other fighters were outthinking him, but they didn't have that muster like Fury did. Nobody ever thought Fury was going to knock him out. But at the end of the day, you always get exposed. Just like I told you, it doesn't matter how long you are in the boxing. It doesn't matter how you got these fans rabid for you saying you're never going to get beat. You're going to get beat no matter what you say. The greatest of all time, which is Muhammad Ali, got beat. Sugar Ray Robinson got beat. Everybody got beat. But it's about how you get back up and how you show yourself to be a legend. And that's why I got more respect for AJ, because even though right now he's in his down, I could still see where that pedigree that he has behind him is going to show why he's great. Fury, in other words, I kind of agree with you now, Coach, because he's a liar. He's been lying, and I'm pissed off because he should have took Usyk. It would have been a hell of a matchup. You would have had an undisputed before. Just like back in the day with Lennox Lewis. Like, let's be honest with that, man. But AJ and Fury, they need to make it happen. D-Block.
Shout out to D-Block, man. Salute, fam.
Bottom up, stand up.
Yeah, man. See. Hey, see, I came up in the era, dog. Well, dudes, they met you at the church. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
To accept, press 1.
Hold on,
to send a voicemail, press 2.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Kermit from DC, Coach.
Man, Kermit from DC. Talk to me, fam.
Coach, I don't think Josh was ready, man, yet. Because you see how straight up he is. That's that English style he got. I mean, what I mean? Come on, man. He's straight. He's stiff as a board. He wouldn't throw that right hand. I started to call in to see if we could pay him to stow it, man. I mean, he kept lagging back, but I don't think he's ready for no Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury got a lot of tricks, man. And he need a few more sessions with my man.
Yeah, Derek James.
Errol Spencer.
Yeah, that's
Derek James. Yeah,
that's what Retro Boston. That's what Retro Boston was saying. He's saying just let him get a couple of more fights under Derek James. And again, if you're not rushing these other heavyweights to fight the top guys right now, there's no need to try to rush Joshua. Joshua has fought the top guys. I think he's fought more number 1 guys since he's been in the heavyweight division than anyone, because he had to always defend his titles against the top guys because he had mandatories. And he fought Alexander Usyk twice. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. So these other guys ain't fighting nobody. Fighting the top guys themselves. So and it ain't but 2 top guys in the heavyweight division. I think that's clear at this point. That's Tyson Fury and that's Tyson Fury and that's Alexander Usyk. It's those guys and then there's everybody else. So Joshua was a part of the everybody else. Joe Joyce, Andrew Ruiz, Dillian White, Ortiz. And these are the guys that's in the top 10 according to Ring Magazine. Frank Martin, Philip Ergovich, Joseph Parker. You get what I'm saying? So these other guys, they got to fight too. It is what it is,
But Coach, he didn't start even trying to mix it up until in the later rounds when he got hit. Then all of a sudden he was ready to throw. He started throwing like in the 11th round. All during the fight, man. It was like he was just reluctant to. I think he just wanted to play it safe and win. He wanted to get a win. But that fight with Tucker, the young boy who wasn't listening to his coach.
Yeah.
Man, that was a hell of a fight, Coach.
Yeah, that was.
I was concerned like you were talking about him getting hit with something, but he was, man, he was hell bent on winning, and he wasn't listening to nobody. It was a good fight. I look forward to seeing the fight too.
Yeah, the only thing that scared me about that, what he did, I love the fight, but you gonna like them shots you was getting hit with. It's gonna be somebody who you get in that ring with, and if you have that same mentality and fight him the way you fought the other guy, he might get slept.
Right.
He might get
Sure
slept
enough,
because he
Coach.
got buckled a couple times in that, especially that first round. But
Sure did.
I thought,
Sure
boy,
did.
I was like,
Sure.
oh my Lord, this jitterbug. That boy, hey, listen, this dude he fought. I forgot who the dude name was. He coming to upset the apple cart. Boy, I'm saying, man, Lord, he coming to fight. Boy, he like, I ain't gonna let this jitterbug with me. And that's the thing with a young fighter. You can easily get in their head and, so you got to take it round by round, but he did good. He did good.
I know, but Coach, you see how they were trying to talk to him. He wasn't listening to nothing, man.
He wasn't listening. Yeah,
he wasn't listening to nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't listening. Hey, shout out to Curry from DC, man. Salute, fam. Thank you for calling the show, my brother.
Hey, Coach, you get my cash app?
That gets cash. Oh, you sent the cash app? Hold on. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see, brother. No, I didn't. I didn't get a cash app. Wait,
okay.
You sent it today?
Yeah, I sent it just today earlier.
No. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, you sent it earlier. Hold on. If you sent it earlier, I might have. Oh, earlier today. You know what? Yeah, I think I did get a cash app earlier today. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. I think so. No. I didn't get one. I didn't get one earlier today. No, I didn't. If not a cash out,
okay.
You probably sent if you sent the super chat, I got that, but I didn't get a cash out.
Okay, it's okay. I gotta check that. Okay.
All right, shout out to Curry, man. Salute,
hey,
family.
Coach, how do I send you a super chat? How do I send a super chat?
No, you can send the cash out. You can send the cash out. It's scrolling at the bottom. The $sign True Media USA today. I'm sorry about it. $sign.
Yeah, that's what I hit. That's what I hit. And when I hit it, your name came up.
Okay, yeah. If you sent it earlier, I didn't see it, fam. Let me just double check. Check your cash app and make sure. If it said it's sent it, then don't worry about it. I got it. All right. Shout out to Curry from DC. Right. Salute, fam. You probably sent it. I just gotta look at it again. Hold on, guys. We got calls calling in back to back now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? The caller hung up. Call back, caller. You hung the phone up right when I clicked over. What did he say? Shout out to JT. He say not necessarily. Oh, y'all, you and Ben talking to each other. Major Key, what's going on, fam? Yeah, man. So he want the smoke. He want the smoke, bro. Like that jitterbug want the smoke. And I don't know. As a matter of fact, let's pull Jahi Tucker up. Let's pull him up. He's what is he? He's 154 pounder now, right? He's at junior middleweight. Yeah, he's at junior middleweight, right? He just moved up. Didn't he just move up to junior middle? Didn't he fight at a catch weight? Hey, didn't he fight at a catch weight? I thought they fought at like a 152-pound catch weight or something. This a UK call. For some reason, UK got terrible reception. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from London again. It's the guy that's using 2 cups and a string to make this phone call.
All right. What's your name?
Steven.
All right, Steven from the UK. Talk to me.
Listen, man, the situation is dire. It's fucked up. We've got a WBC heavyweight champion who's clearly back on the beak, the Pelican beak. And by that, I mean he's back on the gear, the packet, the sniff, the changa. We've got Anthony Johnston, who has gone from being a 2-time fucking heavyweight champion, unified, to fighting bums. No disrespect to Franklin. I like the geezer, but he's B-level. Let's be sincere about it.
So
We've got Wilder, who hates drug addicts.
Who should have fought?
Say again?
And I said, who? You say he fought. He said Josh was fighting bums after fighting Franklin. So who would you who he should have fought? That you would consider that's not a bum?
I think Andy Ruiz needs to sort out his diet. I mean, all right, fair enough. Usyk is definitely not a bum. Franklin, let's be honest, he's B-level, and I assume his next fight, he's not going to, where the fuck is he going to go from here? He's not going to improve on this. He can't. His credibility is going down the drain.
So which fighter is fighting the top guys in the heavyweight division?
Good question. So let's see. Let's analyze the situation right now. Fury's, I don't know, man. He's got bipolar disorder like myself. So I'm a bit fucked up as well. He's ruining his legacy. So yeah, Fury, he's definitely ducking and diving. Wilder, who was that bald-headed white geezer that he fought last time that took a dive?
That was not Ergovich. That was Robert Helenius.
Yeah, that was all rigged. You know what? Actually, now that you said it, and I'm really contemplating on it, they're all ducking and diving. It's not like it used to be. People used to just fucking fight each other. Now it's all this. The money comes into it. No one wants to take L's. It's just a bit of a shambles, to be honest, because so many great fights could have been made. Fury and Usyk, Fury and AJ. And Fury and AJ is a perfect example because in the UK that would have been absolutely massive. It's just loads of wasted opportunities, and I think AJ will be upset about that now, really, in retrospect, because that fight isn't going to be worth anywhere near as much as it would have been. But yeah, the situation right now in heavyweight division is a bit fucked up. They're not going to fight each other. I think the last good heavyweight fight we had was Wilder and Fury, to their credit.
What about Joshua and Usyk?
That as well. What take on Joshua, if you don't mind me asking? What's your stance on this guy?
No, I'm asking. You know, you said the only two good fights that happened in the heavyweight division was Wilder and Fury. So I'm asking, what about Joshua and Usyk? You know, those are two top guys fighting each other.
Yeah, no, that counts. Yeah, that counts. I just think I don't know if he needs to get his brain scanned or whatever, but he when you're trying to be, I know he's a nice guy, but when you're trying to force it too much, you know, the universe has a funny way of revealing people's true nature, and I think AJ should have just been himself from the get-go. That Jarrell Miller press conference, just get fucking mad. If you're upset or you're angry, just show it. People like to see people's true colors. Doesn't make you a bad person to get angry, but he tries to be nice too much, and it comes across as disingenuous. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, well, listen, Steven from the UK, thank you for calling, man. We got other calls calling in. Salute. UK, stand up.
Pleasure, man. Hey.
All right, so let's go back over here. So Jaheed Tucker's yeah, I just asked the question like, okay, who I mean Fury fought Wilder 3 times. They say Wilder was the top guy. They say Wilder was the hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of boxing. Of course, I don't agree with that dumbass shit there, but that's what they say. And he was the former champion before Fury relieved him of his belts. And then Anthony Joshua fought arguably one of the best fighters on the planet, Alexander Usyk. He fought him twice. He defended his titles against him, lost them, and went back and rematched him. And did better in the second fight he did the first fight. So I totally agree that he's fighting bums. I mean, I totally disagree with that. And then when you can't give me an example of what other fighters in the heavyweight division that's not fighting bums or fighting top guys, the brother had nothing to say. So it is what it is. Call, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York, talk to me.
How are you, Coach?
I'm doing good.
Good. Anthony Joshua. He clearly won the fight Saturday night, but he didn't look dominant. And he can take another tune-up fight or two. I don't think he'll ever beat Fury. Fury's too nice. You know, he's got all the skills that he needs to beat Joshua. And you know, he's got that dog in him too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the next big for him, I would say, is Wilder. You know, it could be big fight in the UK. I'm sure there was supposed in the past. It didn't materialize. But Wilder, to me, he's like a Rolly Romero. I mean, their skill level very low, and that should be a good fight for Joshua. You know, like all you have to me, Coach, if he just doesn't gas out and watch for that right hand, he should be able to beat, you know, Wilder.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to see him fight Wilder next?
Yeah, it'll be nice. That was the next big thing because he's not going to be Fury. Wait, I mean, to me, also, that would be a money grab for me, a fight, because he's not going to be Fury, man. There's no way. This guy's like a too nice. He's a true gentleman, and it's all in the head with him. You know, it's just I don't know what's confidence level. I don't know what happened to him, but he doesn't have that dog in him. I think he's always been that way. To be honest with you, but he's a decent fighter, and look at Wilder. They should make that happen, Coach. To be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. AJ and Wilder. Yeah. They probably that'd probably be a good time to make the fight now since they couldn't make the fight.
Yeah. Right now. Yeah.
When they had belts. Yeah. So when they had belts, so that might be a good time. Hey, Jamie.
Yeah. True. Yeah, man. All right, Coach. That's it.
Shout out to Jamie, man. Salute, fam. I know Jamie be at work. Yeah. I think. Yeah, for sure. I think that'll be a good fight. Probably Joshua and Wilder. You know, like it shouldn't be any egos involved. I remember when Joshua was a unified champion before he had any losses, and Wilder was the WBC champ before he had a loss, and Wilder was like, you know, I need 50%. I have the most important belt. Those other 3 belts you have don't mean that. It was just a whole lot. And then look how it turned out. Now both of them are beltless, and they still haven't fought each other. And you know, the dark horse came out of nowhere. Alexander Usyk relieved Fury. Wilder relieved Joshua of his belts, and then Fury came out of nowhere. Wilder chose him, picked him up from the ashes, and thought he was going to beat him. And Fury took the belts from him. So now neither one of them have a belt. You know, call him what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, what's up, Coach? It's Raphael 32 calling out of Toledo, Ohio.
Raphael from Toledo, talk to me.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
When you have Joe Goosen on, are you gonna allow phone call-in questions or no? It's gonna be super chat.
No, Joe Goosen is not going to be on the show. I have an interview that I'm dropping. I interviewed him already. I just haven't released it. I'm going to release it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. Okay. Now, as far as Joshua versus Franklin, people have to understand and know. Franklin was working, which a lot of y'all already know, he was working at the roofing factory in Saginaw, was having problems with his promoter. You know what I mean? He is really an up-and-coming fighter himself. They dragged him out to fight White. Thought White was just going to wash him. White did not wash him. Then he did good against White. They say, you know what? We're going to give you a shot against Joshua. When he had the shot against Joshua, he trained down in Florida. I want to say Tampa, if I'm not mistaken, your territory. And the fight he won. He won 4, maybe 5 out of them rounds, right? So he's no bum. People have to quit saying that because he is on his he's up and coming now too. I would like to see Franklin against the Baby Miller. I got the edge to not Baby Miller, Baby Anderson. The real Baby Anderson.
Yeah.
I would like to see him versus him. But he would. That would be a fight I would like to see. Oh, I forgot my words, but I'm just gonna go on to Tucker. Now, as far as Tucker goes, Tucker, my man came out slinging them hooks and wobbled them in the first round. He showed his boxing skill in spaces. He's like you said, he's just coming up from 147. I don't think he's no Joey Spencer. He's not a Joey Spencer at all. He's way more talented, and you can see that in him at only 20 years old. They need to move him. They need to move him along slowly, not protect him. Not protect him, but give him more fights like the guy he just fought, the Muslim Russian. He's not ready for the 154 pound elite, meaning Zoo. He's not even ready for Erickson Lubin yet. But have him in those top fights, and maybe when he gets 20-0, he should be tight. And his dad is a good trainer.
Yeah, his dad is a good trainer. His dad is a good trainer. You know, he just got to listen to him.
His dad kind of reminded me of you a little bit.
Hey, why you say that?
He just did. He was like here, drink the water. Tucker was like, no, fuck that. He's like, boy, you gonna drink this motherfucking water.
Yeah, you got a man that, them jitterballs that we want to listen sometime, man. Look, I'm trying to tell you, I know what I'm talking about. I know you're feeling yourself right now. This is what you say down here in the South.
Right, Coach.
This is what you say down here in the South. You're feeling yourself right now. You're smelling your own piss right now. What happens is sometimes you get to smelling your own piss and you think you're ready for the big dogs and you ain't really ready yet. You get what I'm saying? Because me on the outside looking in, watching that fight, even though I did love the tenacity, I love the heart, I love the grit, I love the mentality. But I'm like, boy, if he running there with some shown up killers, he gonna get clipped. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he will.
So he gonna get clipped.
You're right, Coach. I just want to add one last thing. The dog bowl fight, well, 4 rounds came. It was 2-2. Ramirez. Ramirez was having a lot of mistakes with his footwork. Dogbo just could not capitalize on them. I don't see I don't see Ramirez beating a Lee Wood or a Laura in that division. I feel Dogbo is a little shot from the whole him losing and his father throwing in the towel.
He lost on Navarrete.
Yeah, I think
they fought twice. I think. Yeah.
They did, and Navarrete beat him down twice. And I think he's still, because every time him and Barry get in the ring, if you listen to Barry, he was like, "Are you okay, man?
Yeah.
Let's go get this man. Are you?" He's asked him that the last 4 or 5 fights. Are you okay? And that's really all I got to say.
All right, shout out the doggone Raphael, man. Salute, man. Raphael Toledo, stand up. Yeah, Dog Bay is a really, really good, tough fighter. He's a tough fighter. He's not the most talented fighter in the world. He fights mostly off heart and grit. So you love a fighter like that. He fights mostly off heart and grit, but he's not the most talented in the world. You know what I mean? He's fundamentally sound. He's kind of slick. He doesn't have a lot of punching power, but he has heart and determination, and he gonna go 12 rounds, and that's what I like about him. But shout out to Kermit from DC for dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy, cash out.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Dropping that dub. He said, forgot the update, coach. Yeah, I appreciate that, fam. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to El Unico. He said that Ramirez Dogbo fight put me to sleep at 1 in the morning. I mean, you know what? The Tucker fight in my opinion. The Tucker fight, in my opinion, was better. You get what I'm saying? The Tucker fight, in my opinion, was better. Hey man, we need 25 more likes, man. Hey man, you know what, man? Hey, we gotta get the lights up, man. 25 more likes, man. Hey, where my dog at? Hey, Riley, get him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, man, you heard my dog say. Anybody don't hit the like button, that's what we got for him. Riley, period. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Again, I like the kid. I like the kid a lot, man, but he can't, I'm trying to tell you, dog. Trying to tell you, boy. Sometimes you got to listen. Look, you got to listen, man. Check this out. You can make this easy. You can make this hard. You hired me to be your trainer. Right now, you are currently not listening to me. You're fighting this guy on the inside. He's catching you. He's setting traps for you. He's using your aggression against you. So when you come in, he can catch you with these hooks. That's how your ass almost got knocked out in the first round. You get what I'm saying? And he don't rock you a couple of more times after that. Dude, when you fight him mid-range to the outside, you boxing him wonderfully. All you got to do is box and move. You're young, you have the legs, you have the energy. Just box and move. You can win this fight easy. Why are you trying to get in a dog fight with this guy? Why are you trying to prove something? You get what I'm saying? You trying to play hero ball and you loading up on shots and hitting them with some clean shots and you ain't even hurting this dude. So that already tell you right there, you ain't ready for the other top dudes because some of the other top dudes got a better chin than this dude right here. You get what I'm saying? So look, slow your roll. I'm your daddy. Listen to me. We can make this fight easier than what it should be. That's all I'm saying, fam.
True.
That's all I'm saying. And then the fights we have this weekend, let's see. Let me see what we got. The fights we have this weekend, we have, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog, because You got some dudes. You got some dudes in this middleweight. Hey, who was he for? Who was he? Oh, he ain't fight this dude. Let me show y'all. Let y'all see what's up. Let y'all see what's at 154. This was at 154. Of course, we got Jamel Charlo. He the champ. Ain't nobody. He got all the belts. We got Tim Tszyu right here. No, I can't put him in there with Tim Tszyu. We have Brian Castano. Can't put him in there with Brian Castano. Sebastian Fundora. No, I can't put him in there with him either. So, Jahi Tucker's young. He doesn't. They got to move him along slowly. Don't keep him away from any of these guys. I think all these guys are on the PBC side anyway. Stay away from these top guys up here. He ain't gonna get a shot at the champ anyway. So, who did he fight? I forgot the guy's name who he fought again. I don't know. I don't know how fast they want to move him. Tony Harrison? Nah, that's PBC. Jesus Ramos. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I gotta see who else in that top 20. I gotta see who in that top 20 because I don't know exactly how Top Rank is trying to move him. Do they have him on the fast track, or do they say, you know what? He did good the last fight, but we still have some more things we need to work on. Let's take a step back. Do they take a step back before they try to take a step forward and throw him in there with some sharks? You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Major Key. He said Raphael took offense to the Joey Spencer reference. He said I didn't say he was Joey. I said he doesn't want to end up like him. Yeah, by rushing him. Yeah. I got what you're saying. I knocked down 305. What did say, family? Say this weekend going to be 5. Yeah, for sure. As a matter of fact, we looked at what they have. Did you guys see it? Let me show you what we have this weekend. So I showed you what they have. We got Bam. I'm looking forward to seeing Bam. I like Bam. Bam. He got a very lovely, beautiful inside fight game. I love the way he fight in the pocket. He's defensively sound. He fight good in the pocket. They fight for the WBO flyweight title. Yeah, because he moved down. This gonna be a hell of a fight right here, boy. Him and against Christian Gonzalez. Bro, listen, this gonna be a hell of a fight in San Antonio. Okay, cool. Shakur fighting. Okay. Shakur fighting. He gonna waller. Shakur got a waller. You get what I'm saying? So he got a waller. Now a lot of people don't know who this guy is. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Now I'm gonna tell you something. You know what they might say? If Shakur beat this guy, they're gonna say Shakur ain't fighting nobody.
To this day.
They're gonna say he ain't fighting nobody.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
He fighting a bum, nobody. Because a lot of these guys, because they don't know who a fighter is, they say he a bum. And so basically, in today's boxing, what they consider a bum is somebody who they don't know. If it's a fighter that they don't know, they say he a bum. They said fighters who Usyk fought in the cruiserweight division, them fighters wasn't good, they was bums, but they couldn't name one fighter who Usyk fought in the cruiserweight division. They'll say fighters like, what they saying Josh Taylor was a bum? I think they were saying Josh Taylor really wasn't nobody, but he fought in the tournament, he beat Regis Prograis, then he came over here in America, and I forgot the guy he beat in order to become undisputed. But he just fought Comey not too long ago. Beat him, took his belts, became undisputed. I think it was Ramirez. So I think over here, normally a fighter that's known as a bum is someone who's looked upon as a lower class fighter from a skill set standpoint, and it's subjective. And then you got some fighters. They may call everybody bum.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Hey, everybody was a bum. Everybody was a bum with James Lights Out Tony. Hey, yeah, that was Ramirez. Yeah, that's what it was. Hey, everybody, hey, James Lights Out Tony, everybody was a bum to him. Hey, boy, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you something, man. James Lights Out Tony, boy, that dude, they ain't like nobody, boy. That dude ain't like nobody, man. It's amazing. We looking at the 154-pound division, right? And I was thinking about 154. Blood, you probably remember this. In the 80s, 154-pound division, or maybe in the 90s, like late 80s, early part of the 90s, Shit, we had what? Mike McCallum, Julian Jackson. Shit. Was Jeremy, I think Jeremy Cleveland. We had some bad boys at 154, then they eventually moved up to 160 and stuff like that. Who would be my Mike McCallum was a motherfucker, dog. Oh, he was a man, bruh. Hey, what you say? Hey, Blood, remember? Hey, listen, man, Mike McCallum was a Mike. I'm talking about at 154. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. But Mike McCallum was. I just thought about that. Mike McCallum was I'm talking about at 154. That dude there. I think he gave Julian Jackson his first loss, right? I think he gave Julian Jackson his first loss. I think he knocked him out, if I'm not mistaken. I think he gave Julian Jackson his first. Hey, what is that? Yeah, the body snatcher was nothing to play with, boy. Hey, listen, them dudes, hey, boy, Mike McCallum, boy, wasn't nothing. Boy, Lord, I think, boy, he put the Hulk to sleep. I think he put the Hulk to sleep, boy. I think he knocked him out. How many times they fought? They fought twice? I think they fought twice. I think he knocked Julian Jackson out twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that 154 pounds, boy. Boy, I'm talking about, boy, that 154 was something else. Oh, let me type over here in the chat. Sorry about that, guy. Let me type in the chat over here. Yeah, that 154, dog. That 154, boy, was something else, dog. Hold on, guy. Let me type in the chat right here. He say Terry Norris ran it in the 90s. Who that was? So who that was that put Terry? That was Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson put Terry Norris to sleep though. Terrible Terry Norris was a bad boy. I think Terry Norris. I think they had kind of like a passing of the torch when Terry Norris fought Sugar Ray. It was kind of, hey guy, we need 13 more likes. We need 13 more likes. 13 more likes. Yeah, man, I'm talking about that goddamn McCallum. I was sitting there thinking about that boy, man. Lord have mercy, man. Yeah, man, Mike McCallum, man, put hands and feet on doggone Julian Jackson, man. He said yes, he did, but Jackson was a middleweight. When that was, he said Jackson had a little more skill. Yeah, man, Mike McCallum. He say Simon Brown stopped Norris too. Matter of fact, who else fought Simon Brown? Shit, Mike McCallum fought Simon Brown, didn't he? Yeah, I think he fought him too. Yeah. Yeah, I think he fought him too at 154, if I'm not mistaken. He said Michael second to none. You get what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is, it's just, again, it's just different now, dog. It's just different now. And we need 11 more likes. It's just different now, man. It's just different now, man. Like, those dudes got it in and they fought more regularly. I had asked Joe Goosen that question too. Again, I do have that interview. I'm dropping that interview tomorrow. I asked Joe Goosen that question about fighters fighting more regularly. And, he said the politically correct thing. But he said it was a different era. And, I asked him a hell of a question. He said that was a good question you asked. Just about fighters fighting more regular versus now in this era that we in now. Fighters get injured still a lot. They hardly fight. And you know what I mean? You have to, the way you sharpen your steel, you got to, the way you sharpen your tools, you got to constantly use them. And, there's only so much you can do in sparring. You get what I'm saying? What'd you say? Matter of fact, let me pull him up. He said, I'm feeling myself right now. He said, we interview most of the names you mentioned, coach. Yeah, I know. Major Key, you mentioned damn near all of them. I think, who was the trainer over there for Mike McCallum? I think that was Lou Duval. I think that was Duval and Tommy Brooks. I think Duval and Tommy Brooks used to train them. And what they say, Superstar, don't it? You say this is the cloud era. Yeah, this era right here, man, like, hey, this is a strange era of boxing that we're in. This era right here is very strange. This era right here is very strange. Yeah, this is a very strange era that we're in right now. Like now, in the 80s, you 80s and the 90s, you got, the top 10. Like in this era, it's hard to get top 10 guys to fight each other. You get what I'm saying? In this era, it's hard to get top 10 guys to fight each other. You get what I'm saying? Like it's hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? So it's hard to get just the top 10 guys. We talking about when that was, if I'm not mistaken, when that was they fought, Blood. I think I was 12 or 13. Mike McCallum fought. I think he stopped Julian Jackson, had him on the rope, stopped him. Referee came in. That was 1986. Blood, when that was, Blood? I know you know. I'm trying to go off memory. I think I was 12. I think I was 12 or 13. It was in 1986, somewhere up in there. It was around the time. I think it was around the time when, because I think Marvin Hagler fought John the Beast Mugabe in 86. I think it was around that time. Yeah. I think it was around that time. You get what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And then Julian Jackson ran through everybody else. He had won like 16, 17 fights in a row until he ran across the G-Man. The G-Man stopped him in the 5th round. Let me see. Hey, Blood, as a matter of fact, when that was Julian Jackson fought the G-Man. I think he lost to Mike McCallum I think he lost in 86. And I think Julian Jackson went on like a tear. I think he won like 6-7 years straight before he lost again. Raphael said no to 90s. Nah. Mike McCallum and Julian Jackson fought in the 80s, brother. That's when they first fought. I know that for a fact. That's when they first fought in the 80s. They fought had to be like 86, 87, so up and down. I know that for a fact. They fought again. They had a rematch, I think years later, like 6-7 years later, so up in there. And Mike McCallum beat him again, beat Julian Jackson again. As a matter of fact, y'all got me, let me pull it up. I'm on Box Rec. Let me pull up Box Rec. All right, Box Rec. All right, let's see, Julian Jackson. All right, we got Julian Jackson right here. Let me pull it over here. I'm telling you, I used to love the goddamn Mike McCallum. Let me see. All right, here we go right here. You ain't got to believe me. I know what I'm talking about. You ain't got to believe me. And I'm just going off memory. You get what I'm saying? I'm just going off memory. Shit, right here. What you see right here? 1986, May 20th of 1986. August 23rd, 1986, Mike McCallum. This Julian Jackson. Let me show you who this is. This Julian the Hulk Jackson. Last time I checked, Raphael, this Julian the Hulk Jackson. Last time I checked. Let's see. Julian Jackson. Let's see how many fights he won. He debuted in 81. He didn't lose a fight till 1986. His first fight, 1986, was Mike McCallum. He got stopped in the 2nd round. And then Julian Jackson won after he got beat in 86. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I said he went on like a 15-fight win streak. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He won 17, he won 17 fights in a row. He got beat in 86. He won 6 years in a row. He fought he fought the G-Man. My bad. He fought the G-Man right here. The G-Man gave him his 2nd loss, stopped him in the 5th round. And the G-Man stopped him again. Okay, so I think what Raphael talking about, Raphael might be talking about the G-Man. I was talking about Mike McCallum. I thought they fought twice. But what happened was he fought the G-Man twice. But Mike McCallum gave him his first loss in 86. And he went on a tear for like 7 years. Like 154, let me see. This middleweight, So he had a lot of fights. Yeah, he had a lot of fights at 54. Yeah, Julian Jackson had a lot of fights at 54. A lot. Damn. That one at 164, 60. He had a lot of fights. Bro, you saw how many fights he had? And Julian Jackson speak perfectly fine right now. Julian Jackson speak perfectly fine right now. But they had some bad boys up in here, boy. Terry Norris, John McClendon, Wayne Powell. Man, they had some bad, man, listen, Harold Graham. Man, that boy, hey, bro. Harold Graham. Hey, blood. Hey, boy, hey, bro, blood. Boy, I forgot all about all that. Listen to Harold Graham. Man, boy, hush. Man, shoot. I think he fought Thomas Tate. I think he fought Thomas Tate too. Let me see. Thomas Tate should be on here. Oh, here go Thomas Tate right here. Thomas Tate. Man, shoot. The G-Man. Yeah, he lost to the G-Man, bro. He lost to the G-Man. The G-Man had his number, dog. The G-Man had his number. I don't know what it was, but the G-Man had Julian Jackson number, boy. But the Hawk was a bad boy. Hey, listen, like, I miss those days. I miss those days. I really do, guys. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Man, I'm just saying, man. You know what I mean? He say Terry Norris, damn, he had a punch. Yeah, Terry Norris had a punch. He just ain't had no chin. Then Julian Jackson had a punch, and then come to find out, his chin was a little suspect a little bit. But I can't really say that when you're fighting top guys. See, when you're fighting the top guys, it's gonna be like that. It don't necessarily mean the guy ain't got no chin. It just not you fighting Godzilla. You get what I'm saying? You got two monsters fighting each other. Some got to give, and it's just different now. Now, guys, is oh well, it is what it is. Hey, blood, hey, retro. I'm having flashbacks. I'm just having flashbacks. Just back in the day. Them days over with. Them days. What to say, Jeff? You said I love and hate watching G-Man versus Dark Destroyer all at the same time. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, man. Like, shout out to Dr. Paul. Shout out to Dr. Paul, man, for the membership. I appreciate that. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Dr. Paul. I appreciate that, fam. Nowadays, like, oh, them the old days. Things are different now. It just, bro, I'm not asking for much. I mean, as a boxing fan, bro, I'm not asking for much. All I'm asking for is my fighter to give other fighters some wreck. Make sure that anybody in the top 10 whoop everybody.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a bro-hand.
What I love about Gilly the Kid, now I'm not saying I'm a fan of Gilly the Kid like that, but there's an interview that Gilly the Kid did, him and Rollo, what's Rollo or Wallo? Hey, we need 7 more lights. Let's get the lights up. Him and what's his cousin name? Wallo, the one who did all that time. One of my favorite interviews was the one that he had Tank Davis on. Shout out to Gertz. Shout out to Gertz, man. Shout out to Gertz, man, for the 2-month membership. I appreciate that, fam. What was the one he had Tank Davis on? This is the type of fan that I am. And I don't fit. And I realize that people like me, blood boxing, some of the old school guys, we don't fit in this new age era of boxing fans online because this is the clout chase era. You gotta, you ain't fought you gotta earn the right to fight me. They put up all these barriers for why we shouldn't get fights. Your baby mama got to be bow-legged. Your cousin got to know how to do the butterfly. Your sister got to know how to do the one leg up. Your auntie on your mama's side got to know how to do the stinky leg. Like, they come up with all types of, reasons why we shouldn't get into fights. This is the type of fight fan I am.
Me, the fans, we feeling like you not getting the best fights you supposed to. But we know Tank can fight anybody. Why is that? For me, we want to see you fight Lomachenko. We want to see you fight Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, motherfucking all the top who they say is the 4 horsemen, and they anywhere around your weight class. We want to see it happen. When we gonna see it happen?
I'm not sure. I don't.
That's
that was real shit.
That's some real shit.
I don't know. That's like.
How many times you don't went in there and said, I want these niggas, man?
To be honest, I ain't never said it.
All right, this is the last call. We shutting it down. Call us your name where you calling from.
Raphael 32 again, Coach.
Raphael, talk to me.
Calling out Toledo, Ohio. I just want to, apologize. When you said Mike McCallum, I was thinking of Gerald McCallum because you have a few years on me. I'm 46. You got me by like 2 or 3 years because when you said 12 or 13, I'm like, no, that couldn't be right. I was older than that.
You talking about Gerald McClellan? Gerald McClellan when he fought the G-Man.
Yeah. And I get the two names.
Mike McCallum. You get Mike McCallum and McClellan mixed up, yeah.
Yeah, and I forget a lot of times Mike was fighting way before Roy Jones and James Toney turned pro. He was fighting like 6-7 years before they turned pro. But I want to add on this to what you were talking about nowadays.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up.
Today
but go ahead.
Okay, today is Terrence Crawford, #1 pound for pound, right? Back in the day, if you were the #1 pound for pound, everybody was wanting to fight you. They're not doing that. What's going on now with the Crawford fans and the Smith fans is sort of like the East Coast and West Coast beef back in the day. You know what I mean? I want to see the big fights, but these dudes don't want to fight nobody. They're too business minded.
Yeah.
And that's really all I got to say.
Shout out to Raphael. Salute, fam. Yeah, it's just a different time. It's just a different time we living in. Like I came up in the era, and I made mockery of this, and I know this is just a movie, but I'm just saying I came up in the era where a dude did whatever he could in order to get the fight, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? Dude gonna pull up. You had a statue revealing ceremony. Dude to come up. Dude to say whatever he got to say to get the fight with you. It didn't matter to him.
Hey, woman, listen here. Since your man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man.
Hey, you know what I mean? So like, there's some dudes out there, the era I came up in, they'll pull up on Tank like that. Look here, man, they'll pull up on Tank like that. Look, whatever it takes, nigga, I'm the #1 contender. 1, that means I'm the best. But this boy be taking the easy matches, fighting other boys.
I'm ranked #1. 1, that means I'm the best. But this boy be taking the easy matches, fighting other boys.
Now, if you pull up on a fighter, they'll call the police and want to press charges. You're going to jail, sir. What I'm going to jail for? You're going to jail because you pulled up on this fighter that's the #1 contender. I'm the #1 contender. I want a shot at the title. I'm the #1 contender, sir. Take it easy. Now you go to jail. You'll go to jail for pulling up on somebody trying to fight the top guy when you're the #1 contender.
You know why you can? Don't get a sucker no statue. Give him guts.
You got to give these dudes some guts, man. Some of these dudes ain't got no guts.
I'm a karate man, all right? Karate man bruise on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
And then if a guy lose, it don't mean he a bad fighter. If you lose to a top guy, he lost to a top guy. That don't mean he's a bad fighter because he lose. Everybody, see, the G-Man had losses. Mike McCallum had losses. Julian Jackson had losses. Simon Brown, all those guys had losses. But guess what? They Hall of Famers. It doesn't take anything away from them. When you fighting the top guys, guess what? You are going to get losses.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying, Al Heyman, I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican Monster.
Problem is, these dudes don't respect it nowadays. They don't respect the pull-up game, and that's the problem I got with. That's what the problem I got with these modern day boxing fans.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, man, that, you know, it's just a different era right now.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Some of these dudes, they want to make love. You know what I mean? They want to make love, be all friendly and all that stuff there. Some of these dudes, I ain't saying all of them, but just some of these dudes, you know?
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
Yeah, right now, man, I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Something like some of these dudes, they'll call the police on you. They'll call the police on you and put my dog in jail.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
They'll look down on Sugar Ray Robinson.
Pound for pound, Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest fighter ever lived.
That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? That's all. You know, I just, you know, maybe I'm expecting too much in this era.
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis' ass.
All I'm saying is, if they had somebody like a Bruce Lee around and that was in boxing, you know what I mean? These jitterbugs are look down on Bruce Lee. I don't even play, nigga. Wakanda, bring your ass over here, nigga. This what I'm gonna do to you. Oh, Lord, no more. I just kicked Wakanda in the face. Oh, hit him in the stomach. Oh, Lord. Hit him, slap him, kick him again. Oh, Lord, I'm beating Wakanda ass. What you gonna do, Wakanda? You want some more? Oh, Lord, hammers. Go up on him. Bam. Catch him in the neck. Ah, Lord, Wakanda is dead. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm used to my fighters. That's all. I just came up in the wrong era. That's all. Man, they tell me I need to conform, but I refuse to do so. You know what I mean? I am a little stubborn when it comes to conforming. I don't recognize duck language at all.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Shout out to my dog Booger Ray, man, and Eddie the Hitman.
Sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him. In front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I mean, just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that? With AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucker's hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
Ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard L.B. Why you always talking about?
Yes, sir. Once again, it's on, man. It's up boy, Coach Malachi Williams, man, signing out, man. We're going to make it do what it do. Hey, man, you know what, man? Hey, anybody who ain't hit the like button, hey, Riley, talk to him. And I mean that.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yes, sir. Let's go out, man. 8B, about billions. What's happening, man? I got to take my son to karate, man. You know what I mean? My son a yellow belt. We working on that black belt. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. He going to be my security when I get old. So it is what it is. See you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. My motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.